Wait, hold on. So that's actually kind of topical. Repeat what you said, Lucas?
That fan of the show, Nick, just texted me saying that the end of the Hubie Halloween episode has made his week.
Really?
And
Great. We love that.
And that Austin is his hero.
Thank you, Nick. You're my hero.
We don't love that.
Thank you, Nick. You're my hero.
Friend of the show, who will remain anonymous, called me the other day, and I was chit-chatting with him, and he said, I listened to the Hubie Halloween episode. I said, yeah, did you like it? He goes, Hubie Halloween is one of my favorite movies. I watch it every year, multiple times. I bought a thermos. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I've got, obviously the reviews were split on our end. Like, there's two of us that loved it and two of us that hate it. He goes, yeah, and what the fuck is wrong with them?
Hell yeah.
Fire them.
Hell yeah. I'll bleep the name. Who was it?
You'll bleep this?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it later.
Right.
Less things to bleep.
If you are a patron of the show, and this show is...
What about the
Shudcast? I'm Curtis.
I'm Mustin.
Cody.
And Lucas.
This is the horror movie podcast where we discuss films freaking out and the friendships even freakier. And last episode about Hubie Halloween, we were split. We're a split group.
It's the first time it's ever happened.
Podcast divided.
We sure were.
And if you're a patron of the show, which also we'll tell you about in a couple seconds, you got to vote on whether or not it was Shudcast approved. And the patrons spoke.
Overwhelmingly. In my side.
It was overwhelming.
Buddy.
90%.
It was 10 to 1.
Yep.
1.
You didn't even vote.
I don't understand. I didn't think we were voting on our own election.
Since when do you not?
The guys vote in their own elections.
The presidents?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fudge the numbers with this.
Fudging the numbers? So you set me out there by myself?
I didn't think that you guys were voting. I
Hello?
thought it was just
Hello?
for the fans to vote. We already voted.
Cold. Well, these fuckos voted actually
they
first,
voted.
and I was like, well, I got to vote now.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
You hung them out to dry.
Well, I didn't mean to.
But no, our beautiful patronage is in the right, and they know what's up with Hubie Halloween. It's not very good.
10 to 1?
It's good being champion for Outcast Cinema, though.
It's 8 to 0, basically.
Sure.
Maybe 9 to 0. Oh, if you're subtracting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on.
7?
Yeah.
No, because we're not doing this.
Well, here's the thing.
We did not have a
He's
fan.
the one. So if you take him out, it is 100% unapproved.
We had
Shudcast.
0 fans go to bat for the Sandman.
Correct.
We have more.
They're looking out for us.
This isn't, but it's not an accurate. It's not an accurate look. Okay, it went to only a select sample group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, a great group of people who are in our Patreon. And if you want to be one of these great group of people, you go to Patreon. You look up the Shudcast. You will find us. You sign up at either the $3, $5, or $8 tier. And if you know what, even just $3 gets you on the Discord where you can talk to horror fans all day and vote in silly little polls like this one. $5 gets you a bonus mini episode every other week, and the big pappy of them all, the $8, gets you a full Shudcast extra once a month. Obviously, in addition to all of the lesser tiers. So do that. It helps us a lot, and it's a lot of fun.
It does, but make sure that you sign up through Patreon. Don't do it through Apple.
Yeah, they
Correct.
take your money.
They will take a big cut of that money.
Fisting us right in there.
Yeah, because they need more of that.
It's like 60%. What is it? 30.
30.
They take 30.
Okay.
That's aggressive.
It is
It's
aggressive.
pretty aggressive, but 60 is unmanageable.
That's tyrannical. Which I'm
Well,
sure they would.
It was nice to have such community engagement.
It's not a lot of community engagement. It's 10 fucking people. 8, really.
Yeah, we have more than that on the Discord, right?
Yeah, we do. We just
Where
Where
were
was
they?
everyone? Hey,
know.
you listening? Where were you? Why didn't you vote on that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is it's
Look,
not valid.
No, it's completely valid.
It's totally invalid.
Look, in the last election, only 30% of the population voted. Just not voting is a choice people can make. It's a bad choice. But
Please don't. Let's not
people-
liken this to the presidential election.
It's just
Please
as,
don't.
It's just as
Stats.
important.
It's more important.
What, the Shudcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's far more important.
Yeah.
Determining whether or not Hubie Halloween is Shudcast approved. We're giving it to the fans, a small premier group of people to choose.
Yeah, stop belittling.
And they didn't
people.
all. I said premier, and they didn't all show up.
Listen,
What if they
good
didn't watch
Shudcast
the movie?
people. I grew up in a small home, single mom. I'm one of you, and I support your decision.
What do you mean? What if they didn't watch the movie?
What if the people who didn't vote didn't watch the movie, so they didn't feel comfortable voting?
Well, we know Tristan didn't watch the movie because he started watching it and was like, this is delightful. Yeah.
It's true, but it being Shudcast approved is a different thing.
Yes, it's
than
very
do I
true.
like it.
It's very true.
This is insane.
And it's been decided. So
Yeah, I
you
don't
can
see-
sleep easy now.
Yeah,
'cause-
democracy is a sham.
Damn it,
Because why do we
Wow.
trust
This
any
is how,
regular?
This is how it starts.
Yeah, I'm
you can't
nearly
trust
on set.
regular
This is how it
fucking
starts.
Joes with who's running the goddamn country because no one does their
Hold on,
homework.
I will say, Lucas has a point. This is how fascism starts.
Fucking.
Okay, now we're getting
Why are we
a little
going straight to fascism?
This is
Look,
how democracy
hey.
dies.
Hey, if it's the right fascist, it might be good.
It could be fucking great.
Look, I'm just saying. You get the right
so
guy
scary.
in there.
Yeah,
It's so
Yeah.
scary.
And everything's
that's what
good.
they all said.
Yeah. You just get
Yeah.
the right guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why they all become weird and get harems and impose uniforms on everyone.
That,
That's something that comes with that kind of power.
that
apparently.
comes from you in a month.
But I promise you, I won't do that.
A month after power, you're doing that.
No, I spent.
Oh,
too
we'll
long
all be in
uniform.
rompers.
You will. I will not.
Yeah.
Rompers are great. They're comfortable
See?
with my face on it.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Full all over print of
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll be happy.
Like a
theaters will
slogan.
be quiet.
What would your slogan be? Like your
like to get elected? Well, I don't think you elect.
no, like the thing
fascists.
that goes on the back of the romper.
Oh, yep.
Yep. How do you spell that?
Ask again and you die.
That should be it. We found it out.
Ask
That's
again
it.
and you
Ask
die.
again and then you die.
You know what?
That came out too
I
natural.
can see that's much better. It would be a picture of my face. It's gray. A picture of my face on the back. Ask again. You die.
No, it needs to be the back of your head on the back of the shirt.
Oh, the back of my head.
Yeah,
Ask
yeah.
again, you die.
We're in the middle of fucking October, which means we're in the middle of. Oh, you're in the beginning of October. You're getting this also at the beginning of October.
Yes.
But we are thick in the middle of spooker season.
Yes,
And
we are.
We've been thick of the middle of spooky season since April. What are you talking about? But right now we're in summer's death throes.
We are. It's going to be 100 degrees here
It
again.
is the death rattle
Fucking
of
horse
summer.
shit.
This is terrible. I got a brilliant fucking aliens hoodie that's just begging to be worn. And I
Yep,
can't
not
fucking
yet, boy.
put that goddamn thing
That's
on.
why I don't get like sweaters from those things because they're awesome. But it's
Yeah.
like I got 2 months a year I can wear that.
No. I know. But that means we're also in the middle of Beyond Fest,
Wow.
which 3 of us did last night.
Yeah.
You've been doing for a week.
I've been doing for a week, and I think I'm over the hill of I'm more than halfway done with mine because I was very front loaded.
And I'm going almost every night of this week.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
I'm very excited. I was really disappointed that I had to leave the country for work, and was not able to go
Fucking ugh.
for several days. But it's okay. It's okay
Yep. Yep.
because last night made up for all of it.
It was delightful.
It was delightful.
Should we talk about those things?
We should talk about.
Oh,
We
things
should
we're
talk about
watching?
these things.
Fucking hot fire.
I'll start. I haven't done a lot.
Cody will start.
I will start.
I am going to blow past 400 movies this year, by the way. This is going to be great.
Hold on.
Jess
boys.
is
I
so
just need to-
happy.
I need to pull up the other account.
I am happy to say I'm caught up.
Yeah, for 200?
Yep.
Good, man.
'Cause I dropped 4
Yeah.
last month, but I made them up.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
back on track.
Yeah. How long are those Stop the Steal documentaries?
One was very long. One was 2.5 hours.
Excited to get to those.
I was,
Shut
like,
up.
I was like, this is not a good way to achieve this goal, but I'm here now.
Yeah, you committed.
And I think I'm on track because I just wanted to do 187. I want to do half the year's days of horror movies that I hadn't logged before.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I think
Logged or seen?
logged.
Okay.
We're almost there, I think.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I started that after I added a movie to that list after we recorded the other day, and I watched The Substance.
You did. 3 of us have seen The Substance.
Three of us watched The Substance. It's now been out for several weeks. Listeners, I hope that there's at least someone else out there that managed to go see this at an AMC several days before it actually was released widely,
Yeah.
and had really no concept of what was going to be unleashed upon us. Boys, I loved that fucking movie.
It's a great
with
crowd
all
movie.
my heart.
It's a great crowd
It's a
movie.
great crowd movie. Listeners, if you haven't seen this and you're near a movie theater that's playing it, go to that movie theater.
Yeah, and this is a big Shudite movie. If you listen to this, you need this film.
You really need this film. I'm still I stand by this. I really think this is going to end up on GOAT horror lists at some point.
Maybe.
Like greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I think I meant like horror list of goats would.
No, right. Yeah, right.
The
Yeah.
ending alone makes it deserve that.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like top 10 material. I don't think this is gonna be like a like on everybody's list. But I think this will absolutely end up on best horror movies ever made
for sure. And I'm currently bummed that I didn't like it that much. I liked it, and Lucas, you loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll save our word. It sits in my rankings for the year.
Because there's one more thing about it that I have a grievance with, in which I believe I am owed a lot of money. But that will be discussed at a much later time.
Yeah. Yeah, once you've seen it, we can talk about it.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes.
Do I know what?
Yes, you do. I think he mentioned it in the text message thread that we have without Austin in it.
About do you know what it's called?
That shit's gonna stop when I'm in charge too.
Yeah, and you know what it's
I'm
called?
in every text thread.
All of them.
The thread is got a really good name.
And that phone's going to suck.
It's literally called the People's Liberation Front from Austin, just in case.
Yes.
And it's been that way for months.
I think we're like almost a year.
Since we created it.
Yeah, it's been that way for a long
Let
time.
me read that again. Holy shit!
And I think the one without Curtis that I'm in is the one without the tall guy or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, okay, good.
What's the
Fucking
one?
good.
What's the one that I'm not in called?
I think Cody sucks.
I think it's pretty blunt.
Yeah, it's
pretty
Cody
blunt.
sucks or fuck Cody. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
straightforward.
objectively pretty funny.
Yeah. Sometimes the most straightforward thing is the funniest.
Oh, now I have to know. He's
The one without Lucas is Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. That's right.
Fucks with Cody. Oh, God damn it.
Fucks with
That's-
Cody. Fucks with
Fucks
Cody.
with
Fucks
Cody.
with Cody.
Fucks with
Oh,
Cody.
got it.
Okay.
Because we
Yeah.
designed it to
Yeah.
plan our fucking with Cody
Yes.
moments. Yeah.
And we have never done that.
Well, the substance, outstanding, big
Yes, I
recommendation.
really
from-
want to see it.
from
I hope
Cody.
I get to go soon.
I have script problems, but I'm a fucking loser. So
And I would go, Austin. I will go with you to see it if you would like a partner.
I would love that. Let's go right now.
Okay. For real, we can quit this right now and go.
Sorry, guys.
I watched Speak No Evil.
yes,
Oh, I want to see.
I also
I
saw.
want to see.
I didn't like this as much as Curtis liked
Yeah.
this.
Curtis really liked it.
Curtis loved this, and I understand why Curtis loved this because it's very good.
Yeah.
And I think it's stronger than the original, actually.
Yeah,
Despite the fact that I think the original's harder.
yeah, it's way harder.
It's way harder, but it doesn't have James McAvoy and it doesn't have Mackenzie Davis.
yeah.
Just outstanding.
They are. We've said this on the show. You've said it in your own lives. Without us, James McAvoy is a gift to humanity, and that movie with him is. He's in almost every shot, and it's a delight every time. He's always doing something.
He's the best. He's the best thing about that movie.
Always doing something.
he's
It
so
just
good.
makes it so much fucking fun to watch.
I will say though that like everything that I'd read was like it's like it's beat for beat the same as the original. It's like I don't think that's quite true. It like there's a lot of beats that are in there that are the same, and it certainly follows like the same general story, but
Yeah.
like it's not beat for beat the same.
No.
Feels different.
No, I really like what they did with him in regard to his wife.
Yeah.
At the end,
Likewise.
that was different.
It was
and-
different.
and cool.
It was. I mean, shit. The whole third act is different. The whole third act.
Yeah,
is
the whole
different.
third act is different. So
Good movie.
Yep,
Perfectly good movie.
That and the substance very high on my list to
Yeah.
see.
I took a little break on my international travels and found the one movie theater in Toronto, Canada that was playing Azrael. Fucks.
God damn,
It fucks. It's
such a
so
delight.
cool.
Yeah.
it's coming out on Shutter soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Really?
Yeah. It's a
Like
Shutter
this
original.
month.
Yeah, I think like the end of October. It fucking rules. It's so temper your expectations.
Well,
but it rules. It's very cool.
Yeah, I realize it's by E.L. Katz, who made Cheap Thrills.
Yep.
Cheap Thrills is a fucking fun little time.
It is a fun little time. I rewatched Abigail,
Yeah.
Nice.
which I still love. Still
Yeah.
love it.
That movie's awesome.
I watched tonight's film, and then I, in preparation for the holiest of holy days, me and my buddy Scott sat right here in the Fungin, over on that couch, and we watched. He came over at 11 a.m.
Hell yeah.
11:30 a.m. and we watched Terrifier. Immediately put on Terrifier 2, and then we just had a whole fucking just plates of the same restaurant that we ate tonight. It was the only meal I ate yesterday. I ate enough food for
You
a
did
small.
that twice, 2 days in a row?
Yeah, I really like that place.
Oh, wow.
And
Is that the same thing, or did you get something else?
I got the same thing,
Fuck
but
yeah.
more of it.
I see.
And then we did that in preparation to quickly sit in forever LA traffic to get to the historical Egyptian theater where our eyes were graced with the West Coast premiere of Terrifier 3.
Woo!
With Lucas and Curtis. There was one of us that did not attend.
I don't want to go.
According to one member of our Discord channel, what did they say? We can't.
We can't expect Austin to have fun.
That's right.
Yeah. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah, you can.
He's wrong. I have lots of fun, but it's the right kind of fun.
Well, this
I will show
movie.
you all when I'm in charge.
This movie was the most fun.
Had a great time.
It's fucking delight.
I will see it. I will see it. I hope I like it.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to pay extra to go see it.
I think it's because I was hungry, but it legit made me nauseous. I had never been nauseous in a movie before.
I mean, I don't blame you,
did
dude.
it.
Like it's fucking.
It's gross.
It's gross.
It's gross.
There's a stomach
really
pussy,
gross.
which is great. I don't know if the Shudcast fans have seen a stomach pussy yet.
I think you're the only person that's ever shown anyone a stomach pussy.
Well, it's recorded in that camera.
It is. I have the
We
footage.
have the footage,
I can put
Yeah.
it on Discord.
so we can put it maybe on
Listeners,
Discord.
you know how to
They
make a
can
GIF out
experience
of
it.
something? Can we make a GIF
Yeah,
out
you
of
put
that?
it. Fucking Premiere has a GIF export
Does it?
thing.
Do does not Premiere have a GIF export?
Probably.
Yeah. You can make one pretty easy.
Listeners, for the context that you didn't ask for, this is the stomach pussy is a thing where Lucas lifts his shirt up and
Yeah.
creates a
Yeah.
vaginal-looking canal.
It's
out of
really
his
cool.
stomach.
It's pretty realistic. It bothers everyone that sees it.
It's unnerving and for a litany
I
of
don't know
reasons.
why it bothers people. Is it because it's so realistic?
It's because it's always an oppression of the female form, of
Please
female
take that out of there.
sexuality.
It's just
That's
it's-
more butt.
There's a lot of
It's
it
more
that's just
butt.
not. Yeah, that's just more
Yeah.
butt right now.
Discord. Remind me in the Discord in the Shudcast episodes, and I'll find the footage and put it up.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
Terrifier 3. That was what a wonderful way to start my Beyond Fest journey. Just a delight.
Yeah.
I also read several books.
Oh,
I finished not several books. I guess I finished How to Sell a Haunted House
Yeah, and you
by
like
Grady
that?
Hendrix. I loved it.
Really?
It's so good.
You
Fuck
didn't
yeah.
like it?
I liked it. I just wouldn't.
I liked it.
I think it's. I mean, I love Final Girl Support Group.
so do I.
I've said that a million times.
It's not nearly as good as Final Girl Support
Right.
Group, but I wouldn't recommend Final Girl Support Group to someone that isn't a diehard horror fan.
That's
Fair.
probably true.
That is
Whereas
true.
How to Sell a Haunted House, I would recommend that to anybody that wants a spooky novel.
Yeah, it's pretty
Very
true.
good point.
It's very fun. Final Girl Support Group requires
Yeah.
Knowledge.
to like really get the
Yeah.
most fun and enjoyment out of it. And then thanks to Sweet Austin and his wonderful learned brain,
Yes, thank you.
I started a book called Those Across the River
Hell yeah.
by Christopher Buellman. Is that it?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I don't remember authors.
Outstanding.
It's great, right?
I don't. Admittedly,
fun.
there was a moment where I was like, it's getting a little slow.
Sure.
It's not a lot happening,
Fair enough.
and then it all starts to like come together as to why it feels that way, and it's fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
it's a fucking good
It's
book.
pretty awesome.
It's
Once it hits a certain point, I was just
Is that the
burning through it.
werewolf thing?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Should I read it?
Just read it.
Yeah,
It's
you should
very
read
good.
It. Just read it and find out.
It's
Yeah.
it's quick. I've got about 100 pages left. I started a couple days ago. It's outstanding.
Hell yeah.
Strong recommend.
yeah, it's pretty rad.
And that is I also watched Hubie Halloween twice.
We're not here to talk about Hubie Halloween. We already have. If you haven't listened to the Hubie Halloween episode, go do that. I'll go now. I go
Okay.
now. Now I go.
Okay.
So I watched for the first time Death Becomes Her.
For the first time.
It's so great.
Yeah, I'd never seen it.
Hell yeah.
It's so great.
Fantastic.
yeah.
So fun. So great.
Fucking weird little time.
Weird, wonderful little time. And fun fact, they spelled my dad's name wrong in the credits.
Dude, it's funny when you sent that picture to us. I was looking at it and I was like, "Why is he sending?"
what am I
this?
looking for?
Because they spelled it so wrong.
Yes, yeah, it's like Farrer.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, love that movie. What a great time. Then we watched.
Nothing like it. Like, really not a lot like it.
No, truly so unique.
Because it wasn't a cheap movie. Like,
No.
at the time.
That's Zemeckis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's great.
Wow. He's got a weird movie coming out. Have you seen what that trailer is for his new movie?
Yeah, the Tom Hanks young movie.
Yeah.
The young Tom Hanks movie.
Oh yeah, it's like
Is it like all being shot in one room?
that's the
and-
trailer is like a static shot.
I don't know.
And
but
you watch life
You haven't
in
seen the
history
trailer?
portray
No.
out
It's
through.
just like a photo.
It's literally a static shot.
People are saying things that I'm allergic to, and I'm immediately upset.
It's
Tom
literally-
Hanks?
You don't like
No,
Tom
I
Hanks?
like Tom
Yeah,
Hanks.
you better.
But,
America's
wait,
dad
but
or
young
something.
Tom Hanks only. How are they doing that? Are they
No,
gonna-
it's not only. It's like it's.
Like,
It seems
he's like doing another Cloud Atlas thing.
it
they
seems
AI
to be
him?
like him through the years,
I'm
probably,
sure.
and it'll probably look like dog shit.
You seem more enthusiastic about this movie than I expected,
No,
given this.
I'm interested. I'm not. I don't want to see it. I'm not excited. I'm interested.
don't
I'm
understand.
interested in car wrecks.
You're sending mixed emotions.
They're interesting
You-
things.
You're going to need to figure out a better narrative and rhetoric before you establish your platform.
I don't. You're the first to die with that kind of talk. Then we watched Addams Family Values.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Far superior to
Right?
the first one.
God.
It's just like because you get Fester the whole time.
Yeah.
They've just nailed all the tone. All the jokes are tight. It's a tighter movie. Putting the
Yeah.
kids in the camp is great.
It's phenomenal.
Fantastic. Wonderful movie.
Great movie.
Wonderful time. Then I watched Creepshow because I had my 4K staring at me. That I needed
Oh,
to
really?
watch.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Remains awesome.
Remains.
What's your favorite
awesome.
segment?
Oh, with Fluffy, the
Yeah.
under the stairs.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
awesome.
best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird monster, and then guy wants to kill his horrible wife. It's great. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I don't know that or
It's tough.
the Leslie Nielsen one.
Ah, it's so tough.
Just because Leslie Nielsen is so good.
yeah.
And I think my favorite is.
So
I
good.
think my favorite's the Stephen King one.
Yeah.
That one's fun too.
Yeah, it's
That one's
fun.
too.
Dad's Birthday.
They're
Yeah.
all great.
They're all
That's
great.
a great film.
The movie rocks. So fun. Then I watched Insidious Chapter 3.
Okay. Leo Whannell's directorial debut.
Yeah.
Was this a first?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Not very good.
Yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, and to me, it just like, I made the joke in my letterbox, but it felt like an anti-smoking PSA because every time they'd show like her ghost, it looked like one of those who'd be like, I smoked for 30 years.
Yeah, I
You know?
forgot about that.
You know, that guy.
Yeah.
And I never really figured out why it was that guy.
Sure. It's creepy sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah. But then there was a little bit like they kind of fell into the prequel trap of a little too much wink of like, we're going to be back later.
Right.
Not my favorite, not the best.
Okay.
Then I watched the original Toby Hooper Salem's Lot.
Yes.
This is the first time you'd seen this, right?
This is correct.
What'd you think?
It is fantastic.
Isn't it?
I was so shocked at how good it was.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, it's long as hell and, from the 70s, but, like, I'm sitting there and, like, 45 minutes in, I'm like, this is riveting.
yeah, right?
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
All of it. It's fantastic.
God.
Really, truly great.
And it looks great. Like, for
yeah.
like a TV miniseries
Yeah.
movie, like, it's just so fucking cool.
Yeah.
That house is so great. And you can tell
yeah.
the fucking Texas Chainsaw of the upstairs room.
Yes.
When they get in there at the end, it's got like the red with the
Yeah,
with
oh,
the
yeah.
antlers and
Yep.
shit. You're just
100%,
like
yeah. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that movie rocks.
Yeah.
Because I watched that. I started that the night that you went to see.
The young Fred Willard's in
Because I
there.
was jealous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Watched Fred Willard die twice in movies this year.
Oh yeah.
Idle Hands.
That's great.
And he's dead in real life. Then I watched one of the few movies that actually terrifies me, Signs. Because I was
Okay.
house sitting for my parents, and Kaylin was alone, and I was like, I need to spook myself.
Hell yeah. That one gets you.
Oh
Yeah. Still gets you a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When it walks by that fucking video camera.
All of it, dude. When it's like on the
The
roof.
roof is so good.
Video camera a little bit. I just like that. But dude, the whole scene with the pantry, I clocked more. Like just when he walks in, when Mel Gibson walks in and starts talking, and you see the shadow stop. So
Yeah.
unnerving.
It's
So unnerving.
I don't think I've seen that movie in 20 years.
No shit.
Cody, it is phenomenal. It's a
There's a
5-star
4K
movie.
coming out.
Is there?
Yep. Next month.
I will buy it. It's
Yep.
it's honestly
Who's
5-star.
releasing?
I think Warner's or whoever. It's like by the
The actual
studio. Yeah, I know. I know. The art sucks.
Did they get it? There's no slipcase, I assume.
Oh, there is.
There is a slipcase.
Its
can-
art sucks.
I'm gonna rip yours up.
I want to
You're an
know.
asshole.
I would genuinely ask M. Night or probably not Mel about this. I wonder if it's on the if it's in the script or if it was in the blocking when they were shooting it in the pantry scene when he's about to do it, but then he's like, nope. And then I love the pacing of him getting up to leave and very quickly coming back.
Yeah,
like I
it's
love
so
that
good.
decision because then you're like, no.
It's
like
really
you can see
good.
his resolve and coming back.
Like, this is stupid. I'm going to look under this cabinet. It's great.
And I want to know if that was written for him to come back so quickly, or if like they figured
That was
it
the
just
thing.
is great.
Yeah. No, that's literally a 5-star movie. It blows me away.
Hell
and I think
yeah.
the reason it freaks me out is because like that is a situation I find very extremely plausible. Like a spaceship appearing.
Yeah.
Very plausible. Ghosts. Borderline impossible. Demons, monsters, werewolves. Borderline impossible.
So funny.
Just there's a thing now. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So it just, freaks me out. But
Hell
it's
yeah.
so fucking good. I just love it. And it's like Jess's Letterboxd review makes me laugh because I totally agree. It's like this is a movie about Mel Gibson refinding his faith,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah.
That movie's really fucking good.
It's very true, man, because that shouldn't work anymore.
I should hate all of that, but movie's great. Then I watched Paranormal Activity 2, which I had seen like when it came out, but
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it since. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Takes too long to like get to it because it's like we know where we're going.
Have you seen the rest of them?
No,
Have you seen any of the rest?
no.
Okay. I'd be interested to see what you think after
might.
watching all of them. Because the quality for some definitely dips lower than 2. I like 2 quite a bit.
Oh no, I did not think it was bad.
Oh,
I
sure,
just think
sure.
it was like
Yeah.
we know where we're going. We need to get there a
Yeah.
little quicker.
Yeah.
And maybe ramp it up.
I especially want to know what you think of 3, because I think 3 rips and roars.
Oh, okay, then I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, 2, this fun little like Orange County movie.
Yeah,
Right? You know?
yeah.
Or are they in San Diego? It might be San
No,
Diego.
it's like OC.
It's OC, yeah.
yeah.
Laguna.
Like rich Orange County Republicans. Like
Yes, 100%. Then Kayla and I watched a fucking movie called Revel Ridge.
Which I called at Maddie from the shower the other night, like, hey, everybody keeps saying that we should watch Revel Ridge, and by everybody I mean the 3 people I do a podcast with and their respective partners. And Maddie was like, I didn't think you'd want to watch that. I looked at the trailer. She's like, it didn't remotely seem like a you movie. I was like, well, no, it's Jeremy Saulnier. He's the guy that did Green Room. And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, no, you do. We're absolutely watching it.
And that's the conversation now. Yes, you do. Remember when we saw?
Yeah.
No, I
Green Room.
don't.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's Patrick Stewart. I didn't see that movie. Yes, we did. Dude, Kaylin turned to me halfway through and literally goes, is this the best movie?
Dude, that's amazing. I was not anticipating.
She loved it so much. She wanted to watch it again. Like the
Yeah.
last couple days, she's like, should we just watch Revel Ridge again?
Is it hard? Is it like Green Room hard?
No,
it's
not
not
at all.
Green Room.
No. Because like I don't think Kaylin would have fun in Green Room, but this is so.
But like
fun.
3 minutes in, the tension's just already
Is
through
it
the roof.
is it an
It's
action
very-
film?
Yeah.
It's a very tense,
Very tense, though.
action,
Very tense.
thriller. And actually, what it does in regards to its like hardness is part of the point and really interesting.
Correct.
Okay.
It's really
interesting.
fucking good.
Okay.
It's really good, dude.
Like
Maybe-
if it was hard, I don't think it'd be as good.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. And just to be clear, when you guys keep texting, because all of you have now done this now,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
say that bike ride, are we talking about like bicycle or
bicycle.
motorcycle?
You have to find out.
Bicycle.
Nope. Don't tell him.
Well, they said bicycle, so
Okay.
It's a bicycle.
not gonna lie, instantly less excited now, but still
Cody.
will watch the movie.
Watch
Look,
the
look.
movie.
This is one of the greatest sports movies in the past 10 years.
I am.
A sports movie?
You'll see.
I don't really know what he's talking about
Okay.
in regards to
Okay.
the bicycle riding, but he does ride one. That is not
cool.
why the movie's great.
Yeah.
It's a moment.
This
It's a
movie
good
is
moment.
rocks.
Just to be clear, is this a sports film?
no, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
The movie,
I don't
and
watch sports.
Austin saying this movie's almost 2.5 hours long.
Yeah. And I
Like
didn't feel that
it
at all.
ain't short.
I was a rocket. It's a rocket ship. It literally starts by minute 5. You know exactly like what's the inciting incident, what the conflict
Yeah.
is, and it just rockets from there for the rest of the
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
It's so
I'm making
good.
a note.
I have watched the gun grab scene multiple times. I have watched the end where he deloads that shotgun multiple
Oh,
times.
so good.
But like that reveal of that whole bit when they find out
Should I not-
about him.
Oh, dude. No, you're
Yeah.
dude. So
I love
fucking
them
good.
buying for time though. It's like I gotta restart this monitor.
It's
I
so
knew
good.
it too. I'm like, this is what they're doing.
I have-
Literally,
It's
it's
so
so
good.
fucking.
I have just put a note on my calendar on November 3rd to watch this film.
So far away. Oh, fair
November
enough.
3rd.
He's got to get out of Halloween. I get
Are
it.
you fucking serious?
You fuck.
Dude, there were multiple times I cheered at
Yeah.
home. I was like,
Oh.
fuck yes! multiple times.
Yeah.
at home, just the two of us.
Nothing does that.
It's so fucking good.
like
dude.
some of those lines.
Damn.
I
and
know
I'm just like,
some of those lines. Yeah, get him! It's awesome. It's awesome.
yeah, I know.
Now I'm overselling it, dude. It's
I know.
I don't think you're overselling it because you don't do this ever.
Yeah, movies don't make me cheer at my house alone. Not alone with my wife.
Yeah, man. What a treat.
Now I'm nervous. You said you were overselling it. He said it's about sports.
It's a sport. I classify it as a sports movie. You'll see, and you'll understand why I classify it as a sports movie.
He's an insane person. You know this.
Listener, you won't.
Then I went down
Fuck
this
yeah.
rabbit hole of politically charged HBO documentaries.
Yeah, I was watching that.
And,
What happened?
We're good now. I'm okay now.
A rabbit hole or a foxhole?
a little elephant hole.
What happened? Why did you
It
do this to
started with
yourself?
this one. There was the Max one. There's this new one called Stopping the Steal, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this. So then I watched that, and then it ended. And like sometimes I just get this itch I need to scratch. I just get this like righteous anger, politically charged itch that I need to scratch with watching stuff and screaming at home alone. It's just a thing that has to happen every once in a while. So then the first one ended, and then the next one was like, hey, do you want to watch this 2.5 hour?
Oh, it worked.
Documentary of footage on January 6th. And I was like, yes, I do. So I was like, I'll just start it. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna watch all of this now. And then that ended. And I was
What's
like
that one called?
I was like, that one was just called January 6th.
Okay.
And then I was like a feral rabid dog, and I was like, bar. And so I found this documentary from 2020 called, I don't even remember, Disinformation or something. It's about like all the disinformation, and they talked to the Pizzagate guy and blah, blah, blah. And by the time that ended, I was like, we're done now.
Please tell me this was all in one day.
It was in like over, no, it was over like 3 days.
I love the idea of like you becoming like a feral rabbit in your house.
I did. I was just like, more, fuck them. I have to do that every once in a while. Release the valve a little.
It's like
I'm not
the Purge.
screaming at my dog. Like, can you believe what they think?
You're like you're slowly like devolving into like a cave person,
Yeah.
Basically.
He's got a purge.
calling people, getting a bunch of blow delivered to your house.
Yeah.
Screaming. Just,
Bulletin boards with red twine connecting pictures.
Guy Ritchie's The Covenant will fix all that real quick.
I'm gonna watch that on November, maybe the 3rd as well.
Wow.
I'll do the Covenant
Rebel Ridge first.
and
Yeah,
Rebel
Rebel
Ridge.
Ridge first, then Guy Ritchie's The Covenant.
I'm
Yeah,
confused.
Yeah, undo all the
Yeah. Oh my God.
all the messaging of
is that
Rebel
the
Ridge.
proper- yeah.
Let's undo it with
Yeah.
Covenant.
You got to defrag.
That's
Wow.
it. Those are my things.
Let's see here. Okay. Where did I stop? Did I talk about The Craft last time? I might have. I watched The Craft.
I talked about it recently.
Yeah.
Maybe one of you.
Yeah.
We definitely talked about.
Yeah,
it.
you definitely did. And it's one of our favorites. We watched that fucker again.
Movie rocks.
Speaking of evil, watched Elvira, Mistress of the Dark for the first time ever.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen
So you
that.
had never seen it?
Nope.
Had Jessica ever seen it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
She loves it.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
It's so silly.
It's supremely silly.
I guess I wasn't really prepared for. I wasn't sure what tone it would be because I know the Elvira shtick, but I was like, I don't know what tone this movie's gonna be, and it is just her shtick.
Yep.
I'm like, okay,
For an hour and a half.
for an hour and a half of just like
It's fun.
boob jokes and one-liners, and
Yep.
it somehow manages to be like not disgusting. You know, if you think about 2024, a movie about just tit jokes for like a hot
Yeah.
horror hostess, like that probably won't play well, but guess what? It's great. And it's like a nice time. I don't know. I had a great time with it.
Right, I think because she always is so in on the joke and leading the charge.
Yeah.
It's like it's not
Yeah.
like gross. It's
No,
just like
it's-
it's a
yeah.
caricature.
It's her
type thing.
Yeah. Loved it.
Nice.
Probably will watch the sequel, which I hear isn't very good.
It's not nearly as good. I watched that with Grandma when I was way too young.
Grandma who loves the nipple
Look at those
placement.
luscious
Yeah.
breasts, young Cody.
Yes. No, I remember being like, Grandma, let's, because I used to watch like Elvira at her house,
Yeah.
like the horror show, right? And then I was like, let's watch this movie. And she was like, oh, with the big breasts.
Yes, Grandma.
Yes, Grandma.
Hell yeah, Grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that titties, Grandma.
Fist pounding.
Mostly at the behest of
the
Steve
Miller
on our
Lite.
Discord, I rewatched The Wolfman, Joe Johnston's 2010 film.
I saw that you logged that, and I out loud went, what the fuck is happening?
I like this movie. I liked it when
God.
it came out. I like it now. It's kind of a mess, but it's fun. I think
It's cool.
it's super fucking cool. Like it's your gothic wolf
Yeah,
story.
some of it's cool.
Like,
Yeah, but
Him in the city's cool.
him in the city fucking
Him fighting at
rocks.
the end. So dumb.
I kinda like
I
it.
hate it so much.
It's been a lot. I mean, I saw it once in theaters.
Yeah.
I think me too.
And I remember thinking like, oh, that was a dud.
Yeah.
Like it was like aesthetically really cool to look at, and like the transformation looks awesome.
Yeah.
But like the rest of it's a dud.
Well, I mean, Joe Johnston, when I wrote in my things, like he's the right guy for this. He's like a VFX guy. The movie was like falling apart because Mark Romanek was making it, but then dropped out at the last minute, so they had to pull Joe Johnston in. And he makes a lot of that like what should be shitty like city CGI work. And there's some wonky CGI too. Don't get me wrong, but like he knows how to make it mostly work, and I just like the look and the vibe of this thing. I think Benicio del Toro is fantastic
He is always fantastic.
in this. Let's see here. Watch The Substance. Rewatched Return to Oz because
Such
Yes.
a weird ass fucking
God,
movie.
that
Gearing
movie
up for Wicked.
fucked me up when I was a kid.
Gearing up for Wicked. Yeah, it was been on mine and Jess's list to watch.
This ruined me as a kid. It was always on when I was homesick.
And I never watched it that young.
So I just have these like fever dream images of it because I'm always like sick watching it. Like, what the fuck's happening?
I've heard that thing is just so fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it.
No. Like as a film, I'm like, it's kind of boring. Like it doesn't actually look that good. Like it's creepy and weird and off-putting, but like in like a not super cool way, you know?
Bless you.
Some of it's fun. I think Fairuza Balk obviously was a fucking find. Like she's great.
Oh, she's the
As
kid?
Dorothy. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, you didn't know this?
I
No,
didn't know that.
I've never
Amazing.
seen this.
This is amazing.
It was this and
Yeah.
Neverending Story 3.
Yeah, Story 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's weird as shit. It's fucking
Where
weird.
the dog creatures just run down and ragged after all these.
yeah. It's like they took a page out of this book and they got weird.
Interesting.
And that weird Star Wars like Ewok movie.
Yeah, that one
Remember
fucked me up too because the spider.
Remember this? What was that called? It was
There was,
movie where some little young girl was on.
There was two of
Endor.
them.
There was two.
Yeah, there was I think Escape from Endor.
Is that what it was?
Some
There's some young girl in Endor.
yeah.
That was always on. I remember. I just
There
have
were-
like these like fever dream. Like, did that movie exist?
Yeah, it does.
You know, it's one of those.
Yep. But don't super love Return to Oz. Like I appreciate its willingness to be a Disney movie that's fucking creepy. But I don't
Did
think
you
it
see
really
Walter
wants to
Murch
go there.
edited The Wolfman?
Yes.
That's weird.
Which I know. I was like, oh, this fucking guy.
Am I bothering you? No?
And fucking Stephen Norrington, who directed Blade, plays the fucking moose head bed thing that they put together in the thing. It's so strange. Yeah, well, a lot of weird stuff going on. And part of my I've started the Hooptober thing. I'm doing that, right? Where there's a list of criteria. You got to pick a movie to fit each criteria, while having also watched 31 horror movies.
That was the most courtesy
Come
thing
on.
I ever. I read
Fucking
that. I was
was.
like, oh, this is bait. He's done.
Yeah.
You almost convinced me to do it last night, and then this morning that almost was I was like, okay, you have like an hour
Yeah.
to either read and drink coffee
Or make this
or
list.
make this list that then you're beholden to for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
And I went, you know what? I'm not going to do this.
Wow.
I'm not falling for it
Wow.
this
Good
year.
For you.
I'm less strict on myself for the month because I started last week, which was September. I'm like, I'm gonna watch 40 fucking movies in October regardless. So whatever. I'm just gonna meet the criteria in probably 26 days. Who knows?
You do you, boo boo.
But part of that is I'm watching the Exorcist series because I have only seen the OG and Believer prior to doing this.
That's all I have seen.
Yeah. So I watched Exorcist 2. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's
The
not
Heretic.
good.
I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I don't remember not liking it. And I remember,
James Earl Jones is in it.
dude, I don't know. You might be the
Really?
only person
Yeah.
I know that likes that movie.
It's cool. It's like the table stakes are anything picking up the Reagan story and trying to explain more. Not going to be great.
No.
But
Unnecessary.
it does something different, and it's weird and psychedelic and not a anti-Curtis way.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
Which one was Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite?
Three.
Three?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited
Three.
for that.
You haven't watched 3
I've
yet.
never seen the full thing. No. I know.
So excited for
it
you.
good?
Three fucking rips.
Yeah. Commonly known as a very scary and good horror film.
The scary part is mostly like the implications that are happening, like the on screen. But it does have what I think is the best jump scare in horror history.
Yeah, it's great. I've seen that. Yeah.
Better than TCM2?
There is a jump scare in this movie that is so like
It's phenomenal.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It gets me every time I watch it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know it's coming and it gets me.
Oh. Well, you're easy to got. As evidenced earlier by Lucas
You got all of us.
taking a year off your life.
And then I watched the two Stellan Skarsgård prequels. The Exorcist Beginning, Exorcist the Beginning, and Dominion prequel to The Exorcist.
Do you know about this, Austin?
No.
Be prepared to flip this table.
Paul Schrader made Dominion prequel to The Exorcist. The studio hated it so much they wanted to reshoot it. It got so unwieldy that they fired Paul Schrader, hired Rennie Harlan off Deep Blue Sea fame, and remade the movie. Recast everybody, rewrote the script. It's a different film, except Stellan Skarsgård. Him and like one other guy are the same people in the movie. That movie sucks.
So there are two movies?
There are two movies, and then that movie sucked so bad and did so poorly. The studio's like, "Well, Paul, here's $30,000. You should finish your movie, and we'll put it out."
They put both out?
Yes.
They put both out. They're both technically a prequel to The Exorcist.
They're both the same story.
They're the same
technically,
sort of.
Yeah.
But different versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they're
fantastic.
wildly different, and I kind of like Dominion. It's not great, but I see like where they were going with that.
And I've only ever seen the beginning.
Okay,
I somehow convinced my sweet mother to take me to see that in
fucking
theaters.
wild.
You watched
Yeah.
the Dominion and Beginning before you watched Exorcist 3?
Yes, because Jess wants to watch Exorcist 3 with me,
Oh, I see.
so I'm saving that, and I was like, this probably won't have any bearing on.
This is so weird.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
it is one of the more odd studio Hollywood things I've ever encountered.
I love it.
So I highly recommend doing it. It's worth it.
It's literally called Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So do that. I watched American Werewolf in London. Jess had never seen it.
Really?
Yeah,
Did she enjoy it?
she did. We
Nice.
both enjoy it.
It's fun.
It's like a fun
I like
fucking
it.
time.
I like it.
I don't scream about it. You know,
No, same.
I'm not convinced to scream about it.
I go back and forth every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch it and I'm like, this is one of the best horror movies ever made. And then I'll watch it again and I'll be like, this is
know.
really overhyped.
I think I want more. Like every time that Griffin Dunn shows up, his buddy, I'm like, this is the best movie ever made.
It's awesome, yeah.
But we don't. I feel like we lose the thread, and like, unfortunately, the nurse story who falls in love with the guy immediately is just like, fine, you know, kind of weighs it down a little bit. But yeah,
yeah.
fun time.
Wolf
Frank
looks
Oz
cool, though.
and Jim Henson are in this.
Have you never seen
Oh, wait, no.
Have you
I've
never seen this?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, no shit.
American
Yeah.
Werewolf in London?
Never seen it.
Really?
Never.
do it.
Oh, you should watch it.
Strong
Yeah.
wreck. Yeah, it's
Wolf
definitely a
looks
solid
great.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That
then
transformation, though, is really good.
it's real good.
It's real good. That wolf is cool as shit.
There it is. For a 4 on the floor model, I
know.
like it.
Same. I want him upright, but this
Yeah.
is cool as shit.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Doug-
Joe Rogan have one of those in his studio?
yeah, he does.
He does.
Really?
Yeah.
He does.
Doggy?
He has
Yeah.
a giant one for I don't know why.
Yeah.
Probably hasn't seen the movie.
We can skip him.
Probably bought it for $200,000.
And then I started Beyond Fest. I was there on opening night and saw the new Max original Salem's Lot.
Woohoo!
I had a pretty good time with it. It's not great.
I will be watching it when it's available to me.
Yeah.
Now,
Next
now
week.
I have to watch the
This
Rob
week.
Lowe one.
I know.
So
I
that
haven't
everyone
seen that.
has to watch this. We just cover
Yeah.
the base of all the Salem
Yes,
Lot.
that is your homework. You
Yeah.
have to do the Rob
I
Lowe.
forgot that it's like that's a mini series, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Donald Sutherland's in that too, and someone else huge.
Somebody I know actually told me that this one's better than the Toby Hooper one. I've never seen it.
That's pretty wild.
I
Now
don't-
I'm interested. Yeah, this was shot a long time ago at this point. It was actually kind of funny. The the Beyond Fest crowd. We were stoked to be there. It was opening night, raucous, rowdy. Never a bigger like wind going out of the room / laugh at a thing than when Max Original popped up on screen. Like just everyone laughed at the screen.
Really?
Like this is stupid. Yeah. That was delightful. That was probably the highlight of the night for me. But definitely watch it.
It is a Max original, though.
Yeah. I think just like I don't know.
The idea of watching like a streaming service thing.
Yeah. And I think Max amongst the streamers is my least loved.
Really?
Their habits to, Warner's habits to shelve movies and stuff.
Warner sucks, but I feel like they're but HBO's lovely. They got good stuff.
HBO
They have
is
a bunch of wonderful politically charged documentaries. If you want to go down this foxhole thing.
Yep. Then the next night, Jess and I went and saw Devera Part 1, starring NTR from
Wow.
RRR fame. And that was a fucking riot. It was a great time. Nowhere near as good a film as Triple R.
Well, how could it be?
Yeah, I'm learning that is probably the crown jewel of the world. But really fucking weird.
That's the one we show the aliens.
That maybe is the one we show the aliens.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You show
Yeah.
whatever you want. I'm quickly aligning my allegiances with them.
I think we show them Triple R and Alien.
No, don't give them ideas.
You're just dressed in alien face immediately.
Yeah. Oh, instantly. I'm painted green. I'll be your pet. You can fuck me if you want.
Ooh, look at this. How you're very quickly like the two sides are. I want to take over the world and make everybody do everything the way I want it to be done.
No,
but
not
also
the way
if
I
the
want it to be
aliens
done,
come,
the correct way. But go on.
but if the aliens come,
Yeah, I'm
I'm gonna
outmatched.
be their little bitch immediately.
I know when I'm outmatched.
Apparently, no one on this planet has outmatches Austin.
Yeah, apparently the amount of people in the world.
They just need guidance and correction.
If it is a carbon-based organism, its number one objective is to reproduce. Ergo, it needs something to fuck, and so I have something to offer them.
Yeah. I got a hole.
I don't think. I mean, actually, maybe the aliens can make babies in you guys.
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Whatever, you're gonna
They
be
got
you're
here.
gonna be a soup getting your skin ripped off, and I'm just gonna be being a nice little kept man in some alien's home, shitting out its babies.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the zoo.
I'm going straight to the zoo. Zoo or the fuck pen, wherever they'll have me.
I think maybe I'd take soup.
I'll be
Maybe.
the soup.
Get your skin burned off.
I'm not
instead
going
of-
to taste good.
You get to be an alien mother.
I
You
don't
get to
want to
experience motherhood, the miracle of birth. What a gift they've given us!
Listener, we did a full bonus mini episode on what we do if the aliens did come here. That you can listen to if you join
That
the
is true.
Patreon.
Somehow I don't think we got into gotta get pregnated by them.
We
though.
did not. We did not think of that. But what a beautiful thought.
After that, I continued on my Hooptober
say it.
list. I watched Bubba Hotep.
Fuck yeah!
It's been a
Bubba
while.
Hotep Pop
So good.
Yeah.
Toba Hubbard
It's a fun little movie.
Super fun.
I always forget it's a Don Coscarelli film from Phantasm fame.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. And then I went back to the Egyptian and watched Ed Wood, where the writers were there and talked about it. And that is,
Oh.
I've discovered that film this year. Never seen it before this year. I think that's Tim Burton's best movie.
Guy I know from the Star Kid stuff was definitely at some of the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Sam Raimi and this.
Oh,
So
yeah?
both your letterbox popped up.
No
the same.
shit.
I was like, oh, they're doing the same thing.
That's a delight. That movie's a delight on 35 on the big screen.
I need to watch it so bad.
It's one of my favorite scores by Howard Shore. Fucking rules. Just a sweet, sweet movie. Then Jess and I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Nice.
the film.
Film?
And you can just see, like, it's all there, you know? You're like, damn, this movie really needs a show to, like, expand upon its ideas. But it's good. It's fun. Rutger
did do
Hauer.
a show.
I know. But, like, now that it's impossible to extricate it from your subconscious, but being like, oh, I see where it all goes, like, it just fits. It just is the most natural, like, transition, I think, for a story. And Rutger Hauer is that vampire is hilarious.
Oh, nice.
So silly.
Is Paul Rubens in the movie?
Yeah. A lot.
Great.
It was kind of sad, like the first four names that popped up after Christy Swanson, who sucks, but were Donald Sutherland, Rutger Hauer, Paul Rubens, and Luke Perry. We're just like,
Luke Perry's dead?
yeah.
Which one's he?
He was in 90210. Oh, in the movie or
Friends.
in life?
That's Matthew Perry.
Oh no, Luke Perry. Wait.
Luke
Johnny-
Perry was in
Sorry, yeah.
Beverly Hills 90210.
Yes.
And he's dead?
Yes, he's dead.
He's dead.
Donnie Suds and Rutger Hauer are in that Salem's Lot thing.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Donnie Suzz died this year.
Yeah, like a
he
month
did.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I went and did maybe the most Ascension Curtis thing I could do as I saw 3 Sam Raimi movies at the Egyptian, and then he spoke after. So I saw Dark Man, The Quick and the Dead, and Drag Me to Hell.
I need Quick and the Dead.
I haven't seen it. I want to.
That was my favorite of the day.
Wow.
Like it
Really?
Maybe it was because the slot it was in, because it was a different vibe. But like that movie is just so fucking cool. Like it's just It's just like Shootout the movie. That's
Hell
what it's
yeah.
about.
And I still don't understand. Like, 'cause I've tried to watch. I've watched that movie probably 3 or 4 times now.
Shut
I
up.
don't like this movie very
Really?
much, and I don't really understand why.
What?
You keep coming back
Okay.
to it.
I can't put my. I do keep coming back to it but it's kind of like because I keep. It's like every time I
Good
go
dicks,
on like
good
a
dick.
western. Every time I go on like on a western like little dive,
Yeah.
I always add it to be like, okay, we're gonna watch this again. We're gonna try it again.
Yeah.
right. Because there's got to be something there, and every time I'm like, it just isn't landing.
Maybe that's the key because there's not a lot there. Like, if you're wanting, a Gene Hackman Western, you're watching Unforgiven, and it's like layered with so much fucking double meaning and shit. It's like a film,
It doesn't need that for me
Yeah,
for a
well, this-
western. It just doesn't. The movie doesn't do anything for me. I don't
very
have no
interesting.
idea why. And I just because there's everything about it
Yeah.
feels like it should be the opposite for
the
me. It
best
feels like it should
cast
be my
ever.
favorite movie.
Yeah, like Lance Henriksen is
Right.
in it. Like fucking Keith David's in it. These are all these people are playing the most badass gunfighters in the West.
Yep,
And it's
I
a
wanna
Sam
see it.
Raimi movie. Like crazy zooms, weird fucking cool violence. It's great. But that was a treat.
Yeah, I need to see that.
He said that Gene Hackman hated him, but I guess Gene Hackman hated all directors. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
I've heard he's maybe wasn't the most pleasant
yeah, yes.
to be around.
And that Russell Crowe was the sweetest man ever. So that was early Russell Crowe.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Then I watched tonight's movie, and then I watched Terrifier 3, which I think is my second favorite Terrifier movie. It feels so weird to say.
It is my second favorite Terrifier movie for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a more cohesive movie than 2.
It is, but there's just something so like. There's something
magic.
about 2 that is just so insane.
It shouldn't be the way it is.
Yeah, that it shouldn't exist,
Yeah.
right? And I love it.
You're right, it
Yeah.
shouldn't.
That's it. That's what I watched. Lucas?
Okay. I watched Rebel Ridge, which we talked about at length already. That is a fantastic movie, and for all the reasons that were mentioned. I watched Jonah Hex
I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
for the first time.
I'm sorry.
Very strange.
Yeah.
I was like, everything that's coming at me right now is cool,
Uh-huh.
and then it just never actually is cool.
No. No.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just so much. It's so pretty, and the music's even cool at times. But then, like, wait, does he not have superpowers?
It's just not a good movie. It's like
And the cast in it is unbelievable.
yeah, I know.
That's how I feel about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah.
all cool stuff, but
Why is it not?
It's not cool. Cool cast,
Yeah,
cool
interesting.
idea, but just
Yeah. I think this was during the time, I think they wanted to make it fun, but Marvel probably had the chokehold on fun comic book. Also, Dark
Yeah.
Knight had just come out, so they wanted to keep DC all this, like,
Yeah.
serious, broody shit. So,
Interesting. I've never
Could-
gone back to that
I think
one.
Mastodon did I think it was like a
Oh, fuck.
like a mini like EP that was for that movie.
really?
Yeah, it's like, I
Incredible.
think it's like 2 or 3 songs that were solely for that. Like it was released in connection with the movie.
Fantastic. There was a like animated motion comic thing for that
Yes, I remember that too.
that my
That's right.
father is in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I have not seen it.
The Substance, my number 2 favorite movie of this year.
What's number 1?
You're not going to like it.
Wait,
Oh.
wait,
Oh, that's shit.
wait till December and you'll find out.
I watched From Dusk Till Dawn again.
Lucas, just keep going. Keep going. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this right now.
I think
My blood pressure has been in a good place.
Now-
I don't want.
John Carpenter's Vampires might be my favorite over that.
Over From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
That is wild.
That is
Yeah.
wild
I
thing
know.
to say.
I know. I
All
might
opin-
have a drinking problem.
All opinions are beautiful.
Do you not like From Dusk Till Dawn? What happened?
I
here?
think I remember loving it, and then
Is this
time,
why you're pained, Cody?
What?
Is this why you're pained right now?
Mhm.
This is
Okay,
what I
great.
assume.
it for some reason was not as sweaty as it was in memory.
Okay. How sweaty did you think
And
this was?
made
I
you-
thought this was like Texas Chainsaw sweaty.
Okay.
or
okay.
like we're in that kind of sweat, and it's just everyone was like pretty. I was
Okay.
like, it's fine. And I think maybe going into this, watching Tarantino on screen, this one is icky just because of all the things that came out about, like, oh, he wrote a role for himself to eat Selma Hayek's foot.
Yeah.
I was like, this feels icky.
That's one way to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, he does. Yeah. So I'm assuming he came up with that.
I guess technically, yeah.
and he licked her foot.
Still
Fucking
still
ever.
fun.
Oh, so much foot licking.
Still liked it.
Yeah.
Just maybe not. Just wasn't as good as it was in my memory.
Okay.
Anyway, I
Frog foot.
I followed that up with Death Proof, which I had never seen
Oh,
before,
fuck.
and
Oh,
that
yeah?
movie fucking fucks.
I
Yeah,
love
it
Death
does.
Proof.
I love that movie.
I love Death
Yeah.
Proof.
That was a weird. I saw that very stoned on opening night as the Grindhouse double,
As did
and I
I.
did not enjoy it that much then
+1.
because I think that one I was, I don't know, 21, I guess at that time.
No, you were 30.
Yeah, 100, and that like 3 hours, and like that after Planet Terror, and like I'm stoned, and like it just didn't work for me. But it does fuck. Now it fucks.
Now it fucks.
really
Next time that you're in Austin, you can go to the chili
I
parlor.
will be there in
Oh no shit.
November.
The chili.
No shit.
There's a very famous chili restaurant there where like they filmed the entire first half of the movie
Oh,
is
cool.
just filmed in that chili parlor.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's awesome.
And the chili's fucking bomb too.
Hell yeah.
I watched the new Amazon movie Killer Heat,
Okay.
starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
Not bad, fun. It's a detective story. You never get these anymore. It's like someone he flies into Greece and is investigating a murder of a rich, powerful husband, and it's just kind of one of those movies. And it is a hunky boy movie because Rob Stark's in there.
Oh,
with his
Richard
shirt
Madden.
off. Yeah, with his fucking shirt off. He is jacked.
Yeah.
That boy and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's Sorrell's boy.
Oh, JGL.
That's her favorite.
Interesting.
So that's why we watched it. Yeah, Killer Heat.
Killer Heat.
Stars. I watched the Saturday Night movie.
Yeah.
Great.
Fuck yeah.
It's surprisingly really
Oh,
fun.
the SNL movie?
I'm
Nice.
very on the fence
Yeah.
about it.
I didn't.
I'm like, how cute is this going to be?
It's not cute. It's. I mean, it is extremely endearing. They do a thing where it's just like Saturday Night Live, where they get these 20 no-name people to do this show, and these actors you would never heard of, but they all nail their impersonations of all these characters. Like the guy who does Chevy Chase is incredible. The guy who does John Belushi is incredible.
Isn't he like a Belushi?
I don't think so. The guy who does Billy Crystal is incredible.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think the only recognizable person they had was Winston from New Girl, whose name escapes me.
Sure.
I'm seeing Willem Dafoe.
Oh yes, the
Matthew Rhys.
The actual cast of SNL were all relatively no names. They had
Oh, got
J.K.
it.
Simmons and guys come in and play auxiliary characters.
Yeah. And I'm very in, like, Gabriel LaBelle. I loved him in The Fablemans. And so he plays Lorne Michaels, I think, right? I'm very much like that guy.
I do recommend it.
Jesus Christ. It's going off
I already
the
have
rails.
it. See, I already got it.
Hell yeah. I
have
might give
Pokemon
this
Go.
a shot.
Okay. Stop. Where's your work phone? Is this one? Hello, Howard. Stop, Goth AI study companion.
Yeah.
They have a Goth AI. That's cool. Cody? Is AI Goth?
Is it God?
What we watched
Cody,
though.
is it Goth? And watched a top. Oh, this is gonna go well. Curtis, I'm sorry.
Listeners, what you're not seeing is that it was a giant pink spider that's plastic, and I learned last night that just how the depths of Curtis's
Yeah, it got me.
arachnophobia it got him.
I was very happy when Lucas got you earlier because I was like, that was like payback for what you did to me.
Well, you're gonna hate the mini episode.
yeah.
It's called Box of Spiders.
Because what did we watch?
Ooh,
A box of
remind me
spiders.
of what we learned about Cody in line. Now that we learned that about you, what we learned about Cody, because I have Terrifier 3. That is a top 5 Christmas horror movie for me of all time. But
Hell yeah.
and then I watched tonight's movie. What we learned about Cody
Yeah.
going and standing in line.
We don't have to talk.
Yeah, we
about
do.
this.
we do.
For Terrifier 3.
I feel like we already talked about
Cody
this in the
is
show,
wearing.
though.
I see Cody and he's wearing brand new Converse.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, those look new. He's like, yeah, they're about 3 weeks old. And I was like, oh wow. And he's telling a story about why he got them, and he has
guys don't
been
know this?
wearing the wrong shoe size
Oh.
for years.
What?
Years. All of his shoes have their pinky toe screaming out.
You gotta like cut out holes for your pinkies.
Okay.
Wait,
Hold on.
I wanted to go to the tape and talk about all the times you talked about how your foot's fucked up.
Hold on.
Now I know why you're binding them like those Japanese girls.
That's what I said.
like those Asian women who have fucked up feet.
Here's what happened. At some point during the pandemic, I switched from Converse to Vans, which have different sizes, right? Like a 10 is not the same thing in Converse as it is in Vans.
Correct.
I did not think about that because I could not go to a shoe store to try on shoes. So I just ordered a pair of
could've measured your
Vans.
foot.
I could have, but I'm stupid, okay? So I ordered a pair of Vans and ordered the same size that I had in Converse.
Which is
I don't even remember. A 10, I think.
10.
All of the shoes, I didn't think about this, right? Like, so I started putting them on. Quentin pointed out how dumb I am last night because I was like, I just thought I was breaking them in. He goes, oh yeah, because you have to break in Vans. That's a fucking really fair point, right? So yes, no. So for years, I was wearing Vans that were like a half size too small,
Yeah.
but I never like realized this until one day, because Maddie kept pointing it out. She's like, "Man, your toes keep bursting out the size of your fucking Vans. Like, how's that happen?" Right?
Just toes like around
Right.
the edge. My toes hit the ground.
I don't even remember what it was that. Oh, that's what it was. I bought a pair of Converse that were
Hell yeah.
the right size, and suddenly I was like, "Man, this is a lot more comfortable." And I realized that I'd fucked just everything up. And
That is
Well,
amazing.
I have to break in my Vans, to be fair.
okay, good, all right,
The slip-ons, yeah.
yeah.
They need a little...
They need a little break in.
Yeah, because I wore them on a dog walk the other day and fucked up my heels. They're all bloody.
Damn.
Bloody heels.
You got tax in your veins?
But hey,
Yeah, gotta stay on.
I encourage you.
Wow.
Pin it in.
I encourage you to consider half size up.
Never.
I encourage you to think about
No,
it.
because then they flop around. They feel like clown shoes. The
They-
slip-ons, I need them like on my feet. Otherwise, they
That
flop.
you
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
like
yeah.
me for the last 5 years,
Looks like I'd be wearing Curtis shoes.
4 years.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. Mm-mm. So you just dealt with the pain.
I don't think I realized that like my feet were sore, dude. Like what I just now when I put on like a shitty pair of Vans that I have that are old, like to go work outside or something, I very quickly am like, oh no, this is not happening anymore. So I had to buy those Converse because it was when me and Maddie went to San Francisco and I walked around for a whole day in these
Vans?
Vans that don't
yeah.
fit me.
That's
Your old
incredible.
Vans?
Yeah, in my old Vans that don't fit me, and
That
I
you
quickly
kept
was like,
outside?
no. And I quickly was like, oh, these don't. That's right. These are a pair that I bought before I realized that I was dumb for 4 years and had to throw them away and bought Converse. Now my feet feel liberated.
Happy for you.
And that
Thank
is
you.
Is your
incredible.
mood boosted?
No,
How's your virility?
questionable.
Fair.
You need to get a shoe doctor?
No.
I
What do they call those?
I called the shoe doctor. D.
They call those cobblers?
They call them cobwebs.
No, they don't, you dummy.
Fool! Ha!
What do we watch this time?
Cobweb!
Cobweb! I'm going to shut this bitch down.
Cobweb.
I will go second.
First.
Third. Caboose.
Settled. 2023's
Yes.
Cobweb. 3, 2, ah!
There's a house. There's a little boy who lives in the house, and he has no friends, and he gets picked on a lot at school, and his parents are a little overbearing. And anyway, he likes Halloween. His parents won't let him go out on Halloween because there was a girl who went missing on Halloween a few years ago. So anyway, there's this new substitute teacher that he's starting to get along with, and
He's starting to get along with the substitute teacher. Meanwhile, at home, there's a voice that's happening through his walls, and he thinks it's crazy, and his parents keep telling him he's crazy because there's nothing there, supposedly. But the teacher comes and checks on him at his home because he's getting beat up.
The parents have had it with the boys' antics and people coming over, so they lock him in the basement. And then the substitute teacher comes over again, and then they freak out on her. And then Shit. Oh, then they bring the boy out, and then
They let him out of the basement. He's upstairs. He quickly realizes or figures out that the thing in the walls is actually his sister. The parents, for some reason, the child was born. They locked it in the fucking walls. It starts terrorizing everything. The parents die, and now he's haunted for the rest of his life.
Wow. All right, you got there.
I fucked that up.
Wow. Yeah,
He left me with nothing. Actually, left me with way too much. That's the opposite. of nothing.
Yeah, because then you got into a little bit of some logic reasoning that stalled you for a second there.
Yeah, I shouldn't have
It's
stalled
tough.
with that. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Although, actually, Lucas and I were talking about that right before you guys showed up. Like the why. Why does this keep happening? Is this you?
Austin's clubfoot.
I'm not even fucking touching it. This thing's shit.
No, you are, dude. That's your fucking clubfoot fucking touching.
I know, but I just gingerly touch it.
Just leave it alone.
We need a. Can you put an outlet here?
No,
We can just plug it in right there.
No.
That'd be very helpful.
no,
Thank you.
those are stairs. That's a stair wall.
That doesn't
Okay.
mean anything to me.
What were you saying, Cody?
A stairwell.
Why?
The why of the
The sister.
of the sister in the walls and like why they end up putting her in there, right? And they
They
don't.
don't. Rabid little feral beast. You see what happened when she got out?
But that's what
ripping heads off.
Because I think we both had shared that this was the first time that we had watched this movie since it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So him and I basically forgot everything about this movie, including why she even ends up in the wall, like what's her deal, and all of that. And then it's just she's just born an abomination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
that's it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Yeah.
it's like that simple.
She's
Yeah.
just a crime against nature. Thank God.
The keywords that we might be saying a lot tonight are fairy tale.
Yes.
Yes.
This
okay.
Yes.
kind of just exists as
Rapunzel.
a fairy tale would, you know?
Yeah.
Not getting a lot of reasoning wise, whatever. But before we get into that, Cody, what is this?
Hallo-Weenie.
This is week 3 of that.
It's like a doll you
Yeah.
squeeze. And Halloween.
And this is, Austin, your pick.
My pick. I chose this because it's a movie we all very much enjoyed last year, and despite how much we talked about it, it never got its own episode. And
Yep.
this damn little movie that needs more attention.
Fucking
so I
yeah.
try
It really
to
does.
preach about it as much.
This
as I
movie
can.
won the Curtis's Favorite Horror Movie of 2023 award.
It's so good.
It might have been number 1 for me.
Evil Dead Rise was your guys' number ones.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Lucas, yours was something else.
Infinity Pool.
Infinity Pool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And yours was Cobweb.
Mine was Cobweb. Yeah.
Cobweb was
It's
up there.
outstanding. I'll tell you though, just as evidence, here's true evidence that this movie has gotten shafted. The Blu-ray, I forget what Blu-ray I was talking about a couple weeks ago, where it was like it's just garbage. Like there's just like the special features were stupid or not even there.
Sure.
I don't remember what it was. This is another example of that.
Yeah.
Where it's
Idle hands.
Idle Hands.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's just it's slightly better than Idle Hands,
Sure.
but it's
This movie really has gotten the shaft.
it
There's
sucks,
not even
dude.
a 4K of it.
yeah.
You know what I caught this time around? That this is a Evan Goldberg, Seth Rogen joint.
Yep.
Same.
I did
didn't
not catch
Yeah.
that the first
Lucas
time.
pointed
Point
that out.
Grey movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
guess is the reason why what you were explaining is probably why they were able to get the dude from The Boys,
Probably.
who I also did not realize that Seth Rogen's involved with The Boys. Makes perfect sense.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Because even that splatter when the first teenager gets yanked under the table, that was a boy's splatter. Like,
So
once I
good.
put it, I was like, oh, that's a pretty boy splatter.
It is. It was
Yeah.
so good. I
But
love
that was great.
So I love it. It's so absurdist and fun and great.
it's really unfortunate that like this thing just really hasn't gotten the limelight that it
Fucking
deserves.
Lionsgate, man. I don't know what they're doing over there.
It-
Pushed it out in like August, right? or
It was
something?
summer.
It was summer.
and it barely played here. It played in like 2 theaters, like not in proper LA. Like I know Brock Witten saw it, friend of the show, and he had to go to like Montebello.
They
Really?
played it at the Topanga 12.
Well, then this
Yeah,
is
like you said,
this is
not
25
proper LA.
miles.
yeah, but Brock's like 5 minutes from the Topanga 12.
He wasn't then. I don't know. He's all over the place. Anyway,
he's a fool.
anyway. But yeah, like it didn't. I mean, like I think this year my kind of a movie that feels akin to this, something like Oddity.
Yes.
Small little movie that could, but got like a pretty proper run.
Oddity got way more attention than Cobweb did.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing I only know about it because of you.
Wasn't even marketed.
No.
I just remember suddenly
showed
one
up.
day, it was just in theaters and me going like, oh, I could go watch that.
Yeah.
And then you kept talking about how like you and Jess were really trying to go see it.
Yeah.
And you couldn't for whatever reason. And I was like, oh man, they're really excited. Like, man, maybe I'll go fucking watch this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just came and went, and and no one knows about it, talks about it.
Yeah.
I don't even remember seeing a trailer.
I don't think I did. I absolutely did not.
I did not.
The savior of this film and who is becoming one of the industries and the horror movie sphere's fucking goat at this point is Roy Lee, the producer at Vertigo Entertainment. He has, you just watch any fucking horror movie in the last couple of years and he's probably produced it. But he saved this movie. It's falling apart. He did Barbarian.
Okay.
So and he's also kind of part of the reason why all these movies are shot in Bulgaria now. But he saved this movie when it wasn't going to happen because Seth Rogen got this script off the Blood List, I believe, is like the horror version of the Blacklist, really popular thing if you write a really good script.
Okay.
Gets on that with the writer Chris Thomas Devlin. Is that accurate?
I think that's right.
Let's say
Chris Thomas Delvin, yeah, But he saved this movie and like cobbled up the money to get it going and got it made. You know, then what Lionsgate does from there is their own goddamn problem and fault.
They biffed it, man. They biffed it. This should have come out in October. I think it would have crushed.
Yeah, or like it's not even like fucking Lionsgate. Like it's not even, it doesn't even belong to a proper streamer, right?
No,
like Shudder can't even like put this up. And
I watched it on Hulu.
Yeah,
It was
that's
riddled
what it is.
with ads.
God damn,
Nightmare.
just getting shafted.
I would have bought it on 4K.
Yeah,
I would have if that existed. I would have purchased
love
it.
having the Blu-ray. Not gonna lie,
That's right. This came out the same weekend as Barbie and Oppenheimer.
did fucking
That's
god
right.
damn it.
My butt.
Barbenheimer.
Like,
Yeah.
what
Oh
are you
my
doing?
God.
Like there aren't any more tickets to sell. It's not even counter programming. Everyone's going.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was a ridiculously terrible decision.
It is kind of fascinating to me that like 109,000 like logs on Letterboxd,
Nice.
and it has
Okay.
an average 2.7. It's
Yeah.
so unusual.
Yeah, I
it's
don't know
because
what
it's
it
such.
is.
It just strikes me as odd because it's so good.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's because it feels too like.
It's weird. It
is
takes,
weird.
It takes a weird turn at
Yeah.
the end.
It is a
You
weird
know?
turn for sure.
Or maybe
Big
it's
fucked
the
up face.
yeah. Maddie was pointing out she's like that. She was saying like, man, it's kind of unfortunate like that it looks like that.
At times, I'm like, we should be seeing a little less of the face. Because, like, dude, that shot where he first opens the thing and you just see her eyes.
Yeah.
And she smiles and it's, like, too big and fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, This is
This is
such
brilliant horror.
a
Great.
great shot.
Great.
That sort of shit we could attribute to Samuel Bodine.
Yes.
Bodin, who directed this, his feature film debut. We talked about him on the show. He created Marianne,
He did Marianne.
Right.
which rips
Wonderfully.
and fucking roars.
Wonderfully well done.
Best thing that ever, best horror series that I think has ever been released that I've seen.
I think it's
Maybe.
the best thing France has ever done.
Well,
I mean, cheese is up there, but
Love it, Brie, but I don't
but
know.
it's no Marianne.
Ryan, tell us.
Yeah, Ryan.
you tell us on
Is
the
this
Discord.
the best thing France has done?
Lucas, have you seen Marianne?
Marianne?
No. Oh,
Okay.
Dude, is this still on Netflix?
yes, and that is pure nightmare fuel.
It's really
and
good.
they went out of their way to cancel that. We are not
Yes.
getting any more of that. So
Right.
That's a bummer.
That's fucking foolish.
Yeah.
That's a Netflix deal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that are still in uproar about that. I noticed.
Good.
Like I think there was like petitions that were going around. Not those ever do anything or
Yeah.
mean anything,
Yeah.
but you
Oh,
know,
Marianne?
yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. They should have done more. Although it's also nice that it can just exist in its little.
It is, but I
It's a
like
little
Sure.
trouble.
I mean, the story's basically complete. So,
Yeah,
you know.
It
but you
is.
could do more in that world. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
say people.
Yeah.
Marianne rocks. So when you first told me about this and you told me it was Marianne, I was very excited and was very pleased when I watched this.
Yeah,
for the first time
When did you watch this the first time?
last year. I forget when. I think around Halloween. I think I
Yeah.
watched it in October as part of my like Halloween. I mean, I can
I
tell
think
you
I
the
think
exact
basically-
day I watched
I
it.
think almost all of us did.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think
Probably.
it appeared on streaming quickly.
Yeah, I definitely rented it for
I
like
did too.
$8. Or
I rented
whatever
it too,
when it
but for like
showed
nothing.
up. And yeah, and I think Jess and I sat there and just had our fucking minds blown. Like, you know, don't want to gas you up too much on this. Like, it's great. We're not saying it's like the best fucking thing ever made, but like, had our fucking little minds blown with like how spooky it is, like how like atmospheric it fucking is. Like, I think those performances are all fucking great.
I watched it in
I don't think
September last
I
year.
don't think you're gassing people up, man. Like I honestly
Yeah.
like I don't. It shocks me that has a 2.7. Like I understand that like it's
Same,
it's
dude.
weird, but like
But dude, it's really good. Like
it's so unique and creative.
It's got a voice.
It's
Yeah.
this scrap. I think part of why like we probably you and especially you and why we love it so much is because it's like it is one of those like just little movies that could like you can tell it's just like don't get me wrong, it looks great, it sounds great,
Yeah.
like it's incredibly well put together.
Probably
But like you can
$15
just
million, you know.
you can just feel it's like not a giant budget thing.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking compelling and good, and so it's like you're not probably like expectations are low, and then as it's going, you're like, whoa, this is really fucking good.
Yeah.
So you get kind of blown away by it. Like dude, that shot when he's having like his dream, and it's
That-
Lizzie Kaplan.
oh my
That's
in
the
the
thing
hall.
that
dude.
does us.
Hate
That
every time.
is
Yeah.
so fucking good. I rewound it. I'm like, this is because I like you guys. I'd mostly forgotten almost everything, and I completely forgotten that whole sequence.
I remember.
was
I
like,
remember to that.
This is good.
I
That
remember
thing
that.
sticks, and
Yeah.
that scared the shit out of Jess and I.
Yeah.
because that's very Malayan imagery,
Yeah.
like with the face and
Yep.
then like kind of Babadooky,
Yeah.
like hands, and she just sprints at you, and
And
then
then
this-
lights go out.
Yep.
And my favorite thing is like she's running
Yeah.
for too long.
Yeah,
It's like
brilliant.
you can tell. Like
Yeah.
it's-
Dude, you're right. I never clocked that.
yeah.
You're right.
Lights go out. You hear the running for way too long.
Yeah.
You're
And
right.
they come on, and she's like, not. It's great. So
I
it's
never
just
clocked
very
that. Yeah, dude.
unsettling.
and
It's
then
really
the
good.
aerial, the top-down shot, his rug is just spinning.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like just
No.
weird, like
Yeah.
Elm Street sort of vibes.
But
you
it's
know?
like I love that because it's dream logic, right?
Yeah.
And like I don't know. Did any of you guys ever have like nightmares as a kid of like what if your mom's evil?
I don't think so.
No, mine was.
It's a waking nightmare.
I definitely had like there was one that I had that it was the only time that I ever had a bad dream about my mom, but like it stuck with me so deeply that like that scene, I'm like, oh that hits a fucking nerve.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah, it hits a
Oh,
fucking
wow.
nerve. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah. Dude, I really. Does he have more on the docket? Has he done more?
Not that I know
Because,
of.
dude, I want to
No.
see more from this guy.
I
In
know.
the worst way.
Because this is like directorial shit too. Like he has a couple of like ticks that you clearly are something that he likes to do. In that scene and a couple other times in the movie, some of my favorite shit is he enjoys framing so your expectations is the scare will come from somewhere else, but then we'll pan and the scare comes from somewhere else. Like that
Yeah.
movement. Because like Anthony Starr in the room in that scene, like so you're on the door and you hear it, but then it moves and he's standing there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or when Lizzie Kaplan, when Woody Norman is trying to make the phone call out and the mom's standing there.
Oh, I love that.
It's
It's
on
so
the door,
great.
but
Yeah.
then it pans over and she's standing in
Yeah.
the room already.
Yeah.
Really good.
Very
Like
effective.
that shit.
Really,
Super
really
fucking
good.
effective. And that little kid's so good.
He had
Two movies that
he
year.
had a year.
Yeah, yeah. Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this. Is there another one?
I don't know. But I just thinking of those two.
Good actor.
Pretty good little
Yeah,
little kid.
good little bugger.
Yeah.
Good little bugger.
Good little bugger.
Lucas, what were you saying?
I don't know. Like I'm going through the half and 1-star reviews here on Letterboxd, and it seems like everyone wanted something else. Like maybe this looked like kind of one of like a tarot, like a studio horror, like kind of right down the middle thing where it's not trying to do anything.
I think you're right.
And so they wanted that. They wanted the normal, boring thing that like they make every year, and then this was like something clever and unique, and like I didn't,
Yeah.
it maybe just didn't click with
Even
everybody.
as simple as like the title could like maybe. You're
Yeah,
expecting
like maybe they
Oh,
wanted
sure.
spiders.
They wanted a big spider movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe they wanted more of. Maybe they wanted neck breaking creepy monster girl the entire movie,
Right.
which I think you have a much less interesting movie if you get that.
Yeah. I mean, because I love that
100%.
escalation. I didn't know what we were fucking about to get.
Well,
No,
especially
even
the
last
first
night.
time.
Even last night, I'm still like, are we getting? Is it? Because like you said, right? Like I couldn't remember. All I remembered is that it's his sister. I didn't remember
Yeah.
the journey though, right? And I was like, I can't remember. Like, are the parents bad, or do they end up being good? Right? And the whole movie, I'm like,
They're kind of both. I mean, I remembered. 'cause
they
the
locked
first
their
time
kid in the wall.
Exactly. No, No, did you see what their kid did? The second it's out, it's ripping heads.
Put it in the pit.
It's got to go in the pit. I mean, you should just shoot it in the face. Like, frankly,
Yeah.
Mark, I will make this pledge to you now. If I have one of those, I'll shoot it in its fucking face.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's a favor to you.
Your future leader, if he gets his way.
And if you're a monster baby ripping heads off, crawling on walls unnaturally, yeah,
I'm pretty
get
sure
shot.
there are barbaric leaders
Against
that they
all
talk about in
laws of
history.
nature.
That this is an exact
Cody.
thing they did.
Cody, if you give birth to an eldritch aberration,
You
have to kill it.
You have to kill it.
You have to kill it.
Obligated to put
these are
that
the
thing
rules.
It's
down.
not if it's not human. Like we're not talking about like a human affliction here. We're
This is
talking about a
otherworldly,
hellspawn.
unnatural, against nature.
Actually, when you say it like that, maybe it is a good thing because they
It's-
kept it alive. They put it in the walls. They fed it.
They should have killed it.
Yes.
Then you don't have this problem.
They
where it's
fed
ripping
it. They
people
left it
apart.
alive. No, I'm not going to kill the kid.
That's why they couldn't. So that was
Right.
their moral.
You're going to
dilemma.
run into a problem
All right.
about 18 years down the road.
Maybe.
huge
Yeah.
problem. But
Maybe.
I think the
Be better if I have another kid. I'll make sure that one doesn't figure it out.
Just
Yeah.
do better Anthony Starr plan.
Yeah, the best
Yes.
you can. I guess the best you can hope for is to just keep having monsters, and then.
Well, no, you reinforce those fucking interior walls with goddamn steel so it can't
Yeah.
claw its way into another area of the house.
Yeah,
they're barely hanging on.
Oh, that was a super intense moment when Anthony Starr takes Peter out to the backyard to dig a hole.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, the black rot seemed to have infected all the good pumpkins.
Uh-huh.
And so we got to stop this before it spreads. And
Yeah.
we just have a new one.
Actually,
Yeah, he's so good.
And that-
he's so good.
that was something I wanted to talk about is the pumpkins and the black
sure.
rot, right? And like the existence of that in the film. They don't really ever touch on what that is. But I had a couple of ideas of what, like, it's either that it's the parents' dark, dirty secret that is causing the rot, right? And that could either be the fact that like they buried the body out there, or it could be that it's just the
yeah, Cobweb's got to be shitting underground somewhere. That's probably getting up through the roots.
or that, yeah.
So
But yeah, I think the metaphor is
Yeah.
spot on there.
But I think, so the first time I watched it, like, it's just this movie's done so well because it so well sets up the parents are evil and bad, and like this poor little girl. And then the second she's out, it's like, so then watching it a second time was really interesting because like I know what they're hiding and I know why. They're still fucked up, like
Yeah.
putting him down in the basement, just fucked up.
Yeah.
But like what on the first viewing from Lizzie Kaplan comes off as like a crazy mom, on this viewing comes off as just like abject terror.
Yep.
Because this horrible
That
monster
that
lives
that
in her
moment
walls.
where she looks at the kid as she's dying and is like, "Don't let it out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shivers.
So
Yeah.
good. Oh, and
That's
like,
great.
dude.
So
Also,
good.
when he opens the door and like when she sticks her little arm
Yeah.
through, dude,
That's
movie rips.
That's
dude.
a really great. I mean, this script went around town and was trying to be made for reasons. Like that idea that like you're setting up throughout this whole movie that the parents are so bad, and then the second you realize maybe they aren't, you take them away. Like they can't no longer protect you now. And now we got 20 minutes of what the fuck to do that we
Yeah.
have to deal with now. Like that's just great structure. It's
yeah,
cool.
it's really cool.
The timing too of Britney Spears being released from her conservatorship
Oh God.
in the same time this movie released was like, wow, this was a cautionary tale.
He's on to something.
culture.
Though. Later, let him hear it out.
I have a question.
Hear him out.
The little girl they bury in the backyard, is the idea they took their daughter trick or treating and she killed that girl?
I think the girl came trick or treating to their house.
Yeah.
Oh, and was killed by
By
Killed
the sister.
Cobweb.
Cobweb.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think so, right?
It's
I-
not. It's not.
I
I don't
clear.
think they took that monster out trick or treating.
That's my
It's-
question. They're
it's
like, all
not-
right, we're gonna try and we're gonna be a family.
I mean, it's a good costume. But
It's not super clear. Like, they're. I don't know, man. There is part of it that does make it almost seem like they did take her out trick or treating. The way they explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they
which-
won't let the Woody go trick or treating.
and that's my assumption. Is that's why it's like, no, we did this once. we got as far as one house.
We got burnt.
and she ripped it apart. We had to bury it in the back.
But yeah, maybe trick or treating is what started it.
yeah,
Yeah.
They took her out. She had a piece of candy, and she turned into that thing.
Yeah,
Ate
yeah.
a kid.
She was fine until
Yeah,
she got
yeah.
candy and vaccinated.
Fuck, that's fine.
Kid was fine. Then she got a shot, and now she's ripping heads off. She's got fucked up teeth. and hair down 10 feet, full of spiders and shit.
God, that hair is so creepy.
It's
great.
so fucking
They
creepy.
use it so well too
Yeah.
to just like pull it.
That's such a good cheap gag too.
and
All you gotta do is show the hair moving around.
Yeah.
You're like, what's attached to that?
On the behind the scenes footage, there were several 1 to 2 minute long featurettes.
Yeah.
On the disc. By several, I mean 4. And they showed scenes of them like just literally dragging just like hair on a broom, basically.
I love it.
It's so watching that and that behind the scenes moment is like this is cool. This is how filmmaking is made, right? It's awesome.
I love movie making for that reason. It's always the dumbest shit, but you shoot it right, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
And most of the movie, I thought this was interesting. Most of it's practical effects. The person that's walking around as Cobweb, she's wearing a mask. There's one actress that's just like just spider crawling throughout that fucking house. She's like a contortionist.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I love that.
Bulgaria is rotten with those.
Is that where they shot
That's an
this?
interesting way of putting
Yeah.
that, huh?
Really?
Yeah, because Bulgaria is like cheap Hollywood now.
Oh, I know.
And
Oh, I know.
they're fucking sets that they've made to look like Midwestern America that you can
Wow.
shoot. Because like this is the same lot they shot Barbarian on.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They shoot monsters here too.
No, that
where was
was check.
I think I'm gonna shot that in Bulgaria.
Was it Bulgaria?
Yeah.
All I know is that they built that whole fucking monsters house. We're not here to talk about the monsters. Sorry.
I love that movie.
Yeah, huh?
Sorry.
They built that whole house for one fucking
one
scene.
Very upset. Moving on.
Yeah. They shot like the last like 3 Texas Chainsaws in Bulgaria. Yeah.
I had a quiet one.
Oh,
Proud of you. Is that the moon? What is that? Oh, drugs?
Pills.
Drugs.
it's drugs.
Pills.
It's just drugs.
Smaller detail. Did you guys notice the Busey kid that's in this movie?
That's
What?
a Busey? The little shitty one?
Yeah.
That's abuse.
The bully?
He's not his kid.
Luke Busey.
Is that a grand or is that his kid?
Luke Busey.
Is Gary still fucking?
Luke Busey is Gary Busey's son.
Oh
Fuck
my
you.
God!
Luke Busey, his half brother Jake, is like 57 years old.
I'll never forget seeing him
My
outside
boy
of your
Gary's still
apartment.
firing him off.
What?
I'll never forget seeing him outside of your apartment
Oh yeah.
with me and Charlie.
That's right,
I did a dumb thing in traffic. We were standing there like Did you guys heard this story?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm not going to tell the story.
I saw
It's on the show.
Is it
Yeah.
really? We
Yeah, I
talked
think
about this?
so.
Oh, go
Yeah.
back. Listeners find it.
Here?
And then I probably talked about when I saw him at the Comedy Store
Yeah.
right after that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a thing that happened on the show. But yeah, moving on.
It's great.
Oh yeah, his older brother's the guy in Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
that guy.
I thought he was.
They all get
Yeah.
the teeth.
yeah.
they all get
like,
him.
did you guys not
They
be like,
all
that's a
get the
fucking
teeth?
Busey?
No.
Now I see it.
Now
but I
oh.
didn't.
As soon as you said it, in my head went, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Busey.
They all get
I thought he was
Busey.
Jake's son for natural reasons.
Yeah, no.
How old's Gary?
Fucking 80, man.
Fucking
I think he had this.
138.
I think he had this kid when he was like 68 or 69.
Oh, okay. I was like, he was
know?
like, how's he? Oh, yeah, I was.
We have to find out.
Which is old.
We have to find out. Exactly.
But yeah, imagine being a teenager and that's your dad.
He's 80.
Yeah.
That kid's got to be what?
I think he's like 13 now.
13?
Do you know,
3 including Jake.
Curtis? Do you know how long this movie was like in the can before they actually released it?
I don't think too long
No.
because Woody Norman.
He has 3 kids. Jake, Electra, and Luke.
Yeah.
Doesn't say.
I don't think it was too long. I think it was relatively quick because, I mean, Woody Norman looks the same in this as he did in Demeter, which obviously would mean they shot those at the same time. I don't think there was a giant lead time on production to release of Demeter.
Sure. Okay.
So I think it was relatively normal.
Okay.
Do you guys notice the one thing that throws me off, but I always try and like figure out why they did it in this movie, which they very clearly, and didn't try and cover it up, switched the order of a couple of scenes in which you could tell that Woody, Peter, has the fucked up chin from
Yes.
getting beat up.
Yeah.
They put that scene earlier than when he actually gets
Dude, it's funny because
knocked down and gets that thing.
I did notice that, but I noticed
Yeah.
that like the logic was fucked up. But I honestly just like watched it and went, okay, they're just implying that he got beat up again.
Well,
That's kind of what I did too.
yeah.
it's the same exact, like he gets knocked down and his chin hits the ground. It's the same thing he gets there. So they clearly did all that plan to have all that school stuff and the bullying before the teacher went to the house with the drawing. which is then when the mom takes the drawing up to his room and it's like, what happened? You see his chin's fucked up.
Yeah.
And so I'm always like trying to figure out like what's the reasoning that like I feel like because that's the same day at school the kid draws the fucked up drawing, then gets bullied and like physically hurt. So like I'm like, do they want? Because obviously they don't have footage of the teacher coming to the house being concerned for his physical health. He's like, here's this fucked up drawing. So like, did they want to separate that for logical reasons? Like, she needs to be asking about the drawing, not him getting beat up. So we need to make sure he gets beat up after the drawing moment.
Right.
I don't know. Just interesting. Like, clearly they had some reasoning to like,
or maybe they cut something in post, and in doing that, they had to move shit around so it makes sense. I don't know.
Or they had to ratchet up the tension because like the mom coming into the room is like the first time you see her keying into Peter catching on to things. They might have wanted to like seed that a beat earlier.
Could be. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
We should ask him.
We should ask him.
There was probably a world where we could have had him on this show.
There probably is.
The child?
No, the director.
Oh.
I don't want to talk to the kid. I'm sure he's fine, but I don't want to talk to
I
him.
feel like I feel like
Yeah.
there's some maybe issues like
What's your favorite school subject?
I feel like we have to give him like a piece of paper to sign if it's a kid, right?
That's worse.
Don't we
Sign
have
his
to?
paper that says nothing happened.
Yeah. I feel like we can. I feel like we should figure that out.
We probably should have.
Listeners,
Yeah.
do any of you know him? not the kid, Samuel Bowden.
Constance probably knows him.
Just because she's French?
Yeah, they probably buy cigarettes together
Probably do.
on their way to get their baguettes.
Odds are they do.
Ryan, please don't play Constance that clip, but please ask her. I know
Yeah,
you're
ask
listening.
her if she
Thank
knows
you.
Sam Bodine. Sam Bodine.
I also love the shadows in this movie. Like those are so fucking cool.
Wildly
Like,
effective.
Yeah.
Really good. Just
like-
good, like classic, easy stuff.
Yeah.
Effective, well done,
Yeah.
fun movie.
Austin, how did you wrote a review of this, I think on Letterboxd at one point, where you described this as it was Rapunzel.
I said Lars von Trier's
Yes.
Rapunzel.
Yeah.
I think that's so accurate.
Thank you.
The Rapunzel element of this is so interesting to me. And like when you
Yes.
start, like Curtis, you like used you said the word fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna say that a lot. We actually haven't said it. We only
Fairy
said
tale,
it that
fairy
one
tale,
time.
gotta
Yeah.
catch up.
Fairy tale, fairy tale, fairy
Yeah,
tale.
right.
It's hard to say a lot.
But like that fairy tale element of this is like I think what makes this so endearing and
Yeah.
rewatchable.
Yeah.
100%.
Right? Because it has that, like, it has the, I don't know, that, like, there's that fanciful vibe to it that that makes things like, you're, to your point earlier, like, you're able to just sort of ignore things like, why is she in the walls? Why is the kid buried in the backyard, right? Why are the pumpkins rotting? And it's just all of these interesting little elements of this kind of fucked up little horror world.
Yeah. I think that's hard for people to like gel with. That happening in a modern setting, right? As
I think so too.
Difficult for people to accept.
But man, I love that. It's such a niche thing that doesn't get explored enough, like modern set fairy tale, like dark fairy tale shit. I read that book, The Changeling, came out a few years ago. That's the Apple TV show. I haven't watched the show, but the book's fantastic. But it's just like modern. It's a genre I've learned I loved. It's like a modern dark fairy tale.
Yeah.
And they're very, very rare. So it works great for me. And I have no qualms with those kinds of issues. Why is she in the wall? Because it's cool. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clever.
It's interesting.
And it's creepy.
It's creepy and interesting.
Yeah. Like, what are they feeding her? I don't care.
I could not care less.
Yeah, only water
Yeah.
from what we saw.
Yeah, look at her. She doesn't need much. She's a crime against nature. All natural laws are out the window.
She's got spiders living in her hair. She can just eat those.
Yeah, the spiders
Also, how
like her.
she had like 3 voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
love that.
I love
That
that.
voice was so
I
good.
threw it. I was like, you know what? I just like it. I'm not going to look into
It's
it.
great.
It's so
Yeah.
like
Because she was being like luring him in, all sweet. And she's like, fuck you.
yeah. and at that point, right, like the way it ends is like the darkest fairy tale element of it,
So
right? Like where
dark.
her basically telling to this kid, like, my presence in your life is going to haunt you for the rest of your days.
Yeah.
That is so like Maddie. When it ended, Maddie was like, "That's kind of a weak ending," and I appreciate why people would think that's weak. I think that's brilliant. I think
think
that
it's
makes it
fantastic.
so fucking sinister,
Yeah.
and upsetting, right?
Your story's done. Like, what do you want to see him being happy in his new house? or something. I don't know.
Maybe just a little bit.
This boy just killed both of his parents.
Just more. Yeah, but just more. I mean, I guess just it. In fairness to her, right? Like I can see why. Like it doesn't really come off as feeling final.
No.
Sure.
But
No, but I like that. I
do
the
too.
open-ended.
Yeah.
But also, to be fair, if I'm the kid, that's when I gas her.
Yeah,
That's
you
when
gotta.
you're like,
You have to.
You know what? You're right.
You torch that building.
Yeah. No, you shoot. No,
maybe
leave
we get
nothing
the
to
revenge
chance.
movie where he comes back as a teenager.
Well, if Lionsgate didn't shit the bed so hard, we might
and
be
she's
able
all-
to talk about this.
Oh, that'd be great. Adult version.
Burns that
Yeah.
fucking house down.
Oh, here's one detail that I could not ignore was how she is using a fire poker to tear down the wall, and it's just suddenly a big hole. When there was a bat available, there were larger things she could have used that would have made me
I think
believe.
fire poker's better if I'm trying to get into
I do
drywall.
too, to be honest.
It's got the little hooky part.
Yeah, for drywall. Yeah,
But
Bat's too flat. You're the
bashing a hole. You
Too
just
flat.
the
That's
fire
flat.
poker was only making little holes.
yeah, but the fire
Oh.
poker is also a thing that you can use to stab something in the fucking eye.
Let's demonstrate. Cody, do you have a fire poker?
Yeah, upstairs.
Is this drywall?
Well, okay, you pick that wall. I'll pick this wall. Let's see who
Let's see who
makes
the
a
hole
bigger
first.
hole first.
We got it. Move the piano. No, you got to go through the piano.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. There's part of me that wants to make this happen.
Yeah.
There's another part of me that's like, I don't want to pay for that. So,
What if we
well,
did
we
some
do have
drywall?
Patreon money.
I was gonna
Drywall.
say,
Yeah, we gotta buy some drywall.
We got Patreon money.
what if we went to one of those rage rooms and we filmed it?
Oh,
You know?
pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty
Okay.
good.
But if we do it in, well, no, that's the.
Can you just plan a
Can
remodel?
we just hang a new wall in here and just tear it up?
No.
Dibs no cleaning.
Tips no cleaning.
Yeah.
No, we'll
Clean
hire.
up
No, we're
drywall.
going to hire a crew to do all that.
Dibs no paying.
There's no paying. No,
Yeah.
we take it out of the Shudcast
Dibs no
money.
Patreon money.
What?
Dibs only you.
It's calling dibs for him, kind of.
Yeah.
Tips is destiny. Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Did you see that episode, listener? That was a Patreon one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I don't know. It was probably the hardest
yeah, I
I've
think
laughed
that-
all
It
year.
was our Alien Isolation review. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not isolation. The other one.
Romulus.
Romulus. Yeah.
Christ.
That was the hardest I've laughed all year.
So
I
if
think.
you're not a patron, join and go watch that one because there's some fun shit at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
all
that's
good.
your fascist saying. Dibs is destiny. Suck my dick.
That's good too.
I mean, that's a better for his platform, right? Other than
What was the other one?
Ask again and die.
can you die?
That's generic. That's just all fascist.
Right. This is something that separates me from the herd. Uniquely me.
Dibs' destiny is hopeful. It's looking
Yeah,
forward.
see? It is,
you know?
which I bring.
Dibs is
You don't have to
destiny.
worry anymore.
The suck my dick thing, you just kind of have to get over.
Well, that's just look. That's just you don't have to work anymore.
That's just
but you have to
flavor.
do that.
Yeah. Just paprika.
Just paprika, cardamom, saffron.
What else
Well-
about this movie, guys?
I think we can rate this movie now.
Think so?
Yeah.
What else we got? The name of that teacher. Who was that actor? I've seen her in a couple things.
Cleopatra Coleman.
She got it. What else has she been in?
Infinity Pool.
It's right. She was in Infinity Pool.
Yeah.
So she had quite a 2023
She did.
for the horror movies. Yeah, she was great.
She was fantastic.
She's also in The Last Man on Earth television show with Will
Friedel?
Forte. Will Forte. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, just when those kids get fucking annihilated at the end, dude. That's
Dude,
so
fucking
good.
cool.
It's such a good carnage scene. It's exactly what you want. It's perfect. Like we
Yeah.
need some cannon fodder. Here they
Yeah.
go.
Here-
Also,
here you
like
go.
I don't know if any of you guys had this experience, but like when that kid ended up at the bottom of the stairs with the broken leg, I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Fuck
Yeah.
that
He
kid.
was such a little shit.
Yeah,
And then he got him and all his brothers got ripped apart.
fucking annihilated.
Brutally ripped apart.
Yeah, when she's coming
Love that.
through and there's a kid split in half and his intestines are out, and I'm reading these reviews like not enough. I'm like, this is gross.
They exploded a child.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean
Of course
not
it's
enough?
So yeah, Cobweb.
I think we're ready to rate.
You ready to rate this bitch?
I think so.
Wow.
I give this movie 10,000 hair knots.
Uh huh.
I don't really have a good reasoning for why I voted that, but there's a lot of hair knots and there's a lot of love that I have for this movie.
Yeah. I give this film a sack of cinnamon rat killer. Because that was another good little device that was brought
Really-
up that
really
he then
great
uses to
scene.
kill his parents, and they vomit everywhere. What a good bunch of goop. This movie rules. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more. It's one of the best Halloween time movies we've got. Straight up.
I'll give this film 8 spider legs for the aforementioned spiders and Cobweb. Yeah, love this fucking thing. I really hope it gets more attention and love, and it deserves to be seen by all horror fans. It's great. Fun time.
What did they even call that legally?
Whatever you're about to
I'm
say, I
terrified.
don't want you to say
I'm
it.
terrified.
I don't want you
What's
to
the
say it.
PC version?
Now I want you to say it less.
I want you to say it even less.
I give this a lot of free Britney, free Sarah, and free Cobweb. Watch this fucking movie. Please, tell your friends.
Who's Sarah?
Who's Sarah?
That's the name of the sister.
Oh.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, because you said Cobweb. I was like, okay, that's the name of the sister.
Yeah, no. Yeah, free Sarah, free Cobweb.
Oh.
He did a whole little bit earlier on the Free Britney thing in this movie. This hurt.
The
Laughing
things
very hard.
the things
Yeah.
line up. Like Peter is the general public. We're being led to believe that this thing needs to be freed. Like she's through her Instagram post, like help me out, like I need help, like they've got me trapped here. And we're like, oh, we'll get you, Brittany. And then we free Brittany, and then she's like knives in hand, like ah. And we're like, oh no, what have we done?
Knives in hand.
she did. Oh, she did that. Yes, she did.
We were like, all of us were like, oh fuck, they knew what they were doing. They knew everything.
Keeping her in.
Yeah, her dad's still a piece of shit, but
Damn.
I mean, Anthony
Damn.
Starr was a piece of shit. He did what he did. I'm saying that the stories line up immaculately.
but Britney Spears is not an eldritch terror.
Who's to say? In some circles.
By some definitions, she is.
Well,
Showcast approved?
Yes.
Approved.
Yay, look at that.
Lucas, we never have to do that again. Hopefully, Lucas, I believe it is
It's my turn.
your
For
turn.
the last
My
week
point.
of what?
HALLO-WEENIE.
Woo!
Okay, I'm so excited right now. This movie came out.
Are you hard?
Sorry, yeah, I'm very hard.
Do you know what he's doing?
I do.
Okay.
I've sniffed it out very quickly.
Okay.
Do you know what he's doing?
I don't think so.
He's an open book. Not an open book.
Do you have a guess?
Not
When
really.
did Shudder
I have
come
no
out?
idea.
A long time.
Oh,
When-
yeah.
no-
No, I think
not
so.
2019? Way before that?
Shutter?
Am I crazy?
Yes.
Am I crazy? Okay. Well, this movie came out in 2019. Around the time this show started, ish, I think.
Well, 2020 was technically. Well, we started
started
communing late
2019.
2019.
We started like Christmas 2019.
And this movie has been a movie since doing this show where if people ask me for a movie to watch that they never heard of and they've never seen before, and it's just like a kind of just a general down the middle, just fucking great time, we're doing this movie and we're doing Haunt!
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 Yeah! Yeah, this is. I remembered really quick. I was like, oh yeah, Lucas talks about this fairly frequently.
Yeah.
I haven't
Very
seen it.
It's cool.
It
It's
was
really
it
fucking
was
cool.
on my radar to pick, but then I also thought that you might pick it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll leave it alone.
Fuck yeah, Haunt.
And-
What year was
yeah.
this?
2019.
2019.
Yeah. Lucas,
yeah,
and you also
Haunt.
just brought something to mind that I had meant to mention at the top of this episode, but got sidetracked. I realized today that I think we're very quickly, or almost, or maybe already there, approaching that this is the longest that I've ever had a creative endeavor.
Oh damn.
Woohoo!
Yay! Well, it's time to shut it down.
in like 3, 2. Oh, it's done. We're done.
Also, Cody, tonight is the night we were actually going to tell you that we found a new studio, and you were fired.
These are the inside fears. Well, that's nice. We love that.
Yeah.
We love that. We love you.
Yeah, actually, David Bruckner asked us to do a show with him.
Yeah.
And we're going to go do his new
Fucking
show.
imagine.
I mean, what? We're almost at 5 years. 5 years. We're approaching 5 years of
Jesus
this.
Christ.
That's like right. That's a
Flown
long
by.
time.
That's
long
awesome.
time.
It is a long time.
That's a long time. I have never. I think maybe Wovoka lasted maybe a little bit more than 5 years.
Well, we're gonna wait him out. We'll be here.
I'm gonna count the days and I'm gonna quit right before.
No.
No, I won't. I would never do that to you.
Thank you.
I've known you for too long.
Thank you.
That's
No,
fucking
I'm
incredible.
gonna quit the day after.
Fuck you. Okay. Bye, listeners.
Well, we hope this is your longest podcast you've enjoyed listening to, and I hope you listen to it for the rest of the time that we do it.
The rest of your lives. There's backlog.
That's true.
Run them back.
It'll be there for theoretically ever.
When you're dying, we want our voices to be the last voices.
Yeah, I want the last thing you hear would be talking about
the
our
Hubie Halloween
scrotums.
episode.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Shaving our balls and
And
farting.
yeah, that.
Or, yeah, right. Shaving on balls.
But until your death, go be well. Enjoy your spooky season.
Woo!
We love you. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Remember, don't vote for Austin.
There's no voting.